Thanks, everybody. How are we all doing? Hope everybody's good. Let's talk Arsenal and football, people. Let's talk. So the new stadium is going ahead. Who's happy? Who wants this? Some fans, I get, will want it. What's on the waiting list for a season ticket, they'll want that, understandably. But what will this do for Arsenal going forward? I have my opinions on this. As you can see in the title, what I'm thinking, David Raya signs a new contract. Very important player now for Arsenal. A bit cocky, but definitely trustworthy of being Arsenal's number one for a few years. And Arsenal women lose to Leon, which everybody who knows, women's football, I don't know a lot, but I know a bit. Leon women have been one of the best women teams for a long, long time. Obviously, Barcelona women, Chelsea women, Wolfsburg women are okay, Bayern Munich are okay, but Lyon women are always up there. And also beat them last season to get to the Champions League final. Lost in the first leg, won in the second leg. So disappointing night for Arsenal women, but we'll talk a little bit about that. I don't know everything, so I won't claim to know everything. Someone in my chat does though, AJ. AJ, big up, my guy. Hope you are well. Good to see you, my guy. Shame about Arsenal women, mate, but it is what it is. And the fifth in league and all Arsenal women. I'm hoping this is their season, but Chelsea women, as always, are back on top. Just literally took back top spot from Manchester United women. Manchester City women are third. Um, and Manchester City women have got that Shaw, who's a goal machine. So yeah, new stadium to me. F your new stadium plans. F it. I want trophies. We want trophies. We all want trophies, people. I don't care about building this new stadium at the moment because this is the thing. This is how I see it. They're going to build the new stadium. Next minute, we're going to hear, ah, well, sorry, guys. We've got to tighten the purse strings now. There's not much freedom for letting transfer windows just free flowing and spending what we need. We've got to shut the shop a little bit, and we can't spend this, we can't spend that because we've just basically invested money into the new stadium. That might not happen. Kroenkes might now have relaxed, and Josh Kroenke might be thinking, yeah, he wants this football club to go forward. He wants his football club to be how it used to be. So I have a perspective on that, and I hope that's not the case because if it is, and we don't win anything this season, and then we go ahead refurbing this stadium and making it bigger 70,000, 73,000, what they're looking at, and we haven't won anything. And then next minute, we stop signing players because we've put all the money into obviously making the Emirates bigger. And obviously, it's going to make more money for the Kroenkes. Of course, it is. So I want to know what people think because at this moment in time, I would move back to hybrid. I would move back to hybrid with 38,000, 38,500. What is it? 38,000 or 38,500. I would move back to Highbury tomorrow. I really would, to bring the trophies back to this football club. Why are we trying to? We haven't won anything, people. That's the thing. Yes, as people are putting pressure on us now, and rightly so. And I want this. The pundits, commentators, when games you watch with the teams, fans from other clubs. Oh, it'll be Arsenal season this year. I'm saying still, no, it won't, because of this manager, this stubborn, smug prick Arteta. I just think he will jeopardise it again somewhere and play a player out of position in a different game when we need desperately a win. Like he'll bring Kai Havertz back and drop Victor Gyökeres when he starts actually scoring. And on that, I think it's to do with Arteta why Victor Gyökeres not scored. So we're not there yet. I can't say we don't have a right to move stadiums, or well, not move, but make the stadium bigger. I can't say that. It's not my club. You know what I mean? It is my club, but I don't own it. People in my chat, we don't own it, but it's our club. But I can't say you can't move that. So you can't refurb that. You can't make the Emirates bigger because it doesn't matter what we say. They will go ahead with it because they're going to think of an investment, and it will be an investment. Let me tell you, I definitely that is definitely true. So to me, I'm looking at it and thinking, but we're still trying to change the way we have been for the last 21 years, and that is getting back to winning Premier League titles and winning trophies every season, which currently under Mikel Arteta, we don't play at Wembley. We don't reach any final and we're not winning any trophy. So when I look at it, I'm thinking, what are we doing here? Why are we wanting to make the Emirates bigger when the biggest thing, what we need to focus on, is winning trophies. Like, to me, it just feels like we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're just getting ahead of ourselves too much, and it's like, right, yeah, we've challenged twice because we didn't even touch on Slot and Liverpool last season, so we've challenged twice. So right, okay, we've challenged twice. We've won an FA Cup under Mikel Arteta. You know, we've got a brilliant defence, which you have. We've got a very good squad now. Okay, next thing, next project, next thing, next thing. Like, just slow down. Arsenal have to start winning trophies, people. That's the main thing. That is the most important thing now about his football club. Not making Emirates Stadium bigger. And again, it doesn't matter what I say, people in the chat, they're going to go ahead with it. Of course they are, because it's more money for the Cronkies. 10,000, 13,000, 15,000 extra capacity. It's a lot more money for Cronkies. And they might start hosting more things, outside of football. So I look at it and I just think to myself, why? Why? We're not even there yet. We're not even seeing our team win trophies. So why have we got to make the Emirates bigger? It's like we're trying to do things and just slice away the most important thing. Like Mikel Arteta, do this, do that, do this. Bring RAF pilots, into the training facilities, etc., etc. How about start playing a plan B on match day? That's the solution. But it's always like, let's try this solution, let's try that solution. But yet they're ignoring the one what's staring them in the face, and that is play a plan B on match day. That'll work, Mikel Arteta. Yeah, it will. Even the basic managers can do that. That'll work. Or making the Emirates bigger. How about start winning trophies first and get something nailed down and cemented and say, Arsenal Football Club won the Premier League this season after that, we won Champions League, final at FA Cup or what, you know what I mean? Just constantly picking trophies up. And then it's right. We've won trophies. We've won trophies. Now we're going to expand the Emirates Stadium. And I just don't know why we're not doing things like that. We're always trying to miss the main solution and the main point. And the main point is we start winning trophies and then we think, right, we've made the fans happy. We've got what we needed to do. We've started winning trophies. We might not win a trophy for 2 years, but we've expanded the Emirates. We've won trophies every year for the last 3 years. Do you know what I mean? It's like now we haven't won any trophies. We're not going to be guaranteed to win any trophies this season. And we're talking about expanding the Emirates. It's like all the focus will be on that. Yeah, well, we've made the Emirates bigger now. So guys, you're gonna have to see transfer windows where we just ain't gonna spend. And I just don't. I think they get too trigger happy. Like they get too happy. This club, they seem to want to jump to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And the main thing is, we need to start winning trophies as a football club. People, we are winning nothing under Mikel Arteta at the moment, and we're not even reaching a Wembley stadium to play at a final. So let me know in the chat what you think, people, because we'll talk more about this because I just don't get it. Why? Why? The biggest thing they should be bothered about is winning trophies. Like I said, I would move back to hybrid tomorrow. 38,000, 38,500. You know what I mean? 38,500. I would move back to hybrid tomorrow. Seriously, I would. AJ, big up Rich every time. AJ, big up my guy as well. AJ, we was not good tonight in the women's. You said, yeah. I mean, but Leon are a good team. Leon are a good team. Let's not take that away. Taro going to TV. Big up Rich. Big up Taro, my guy. Go and subscribe to Taro, people. Joseph Connor Golding, seen the athletic paper said their top 10 signings of the summer so far in Prem. Jack Grealish, Ekatike, Sean Longstaff, Walter Road, Estavo, Thor, Kudos were in there. No Yokres. He was 60th in the list. Wow. And you know what, Joseph? Big up to my guy as well. I blame Arteta for this. I just don't think Arteta knows how to work with a striker. I seriously don't. I honestly don't. AJ, trust me now. I don't want the Emirates bigger right now. We should be winning first. Absolutely, AJ. That's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying. Win trophies, and then if we want league this season and won a Carabao Cup, and then next season, if it's still if they're thinking right, it's going to happen in 2 years or whatever, and we won a Champions League, everybody, me, people in my chat would be like, go and do it. Make the Emirates bigger because we are current champions of the Premier League season before. We've won the Champions League this season. Make the Emirates bigger. We want to win trophies. All these Arteta obsessed fans, of course, they're going to be on board. They're just absolute pathetic. Yeah, yeah. Make the Emirates bigger. Yeah, we'll love that. We'll love that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Anything Arsenal say he doesn't want, of course, we back it. We back it because we're your little puppets. We're your little puppets. Harrison, you, of course I want it. Yeah, yeah. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I think the Emirates will be better. Yeah, yeah. You know, and Tom Canton, he'll be same and all, revving it up, gassing it up. Yeah, yeah, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. We need to win trophies, you stupid muppets. Honestly, absolute wet wipes. We need to win trophies. And the pressure's on this season. I'm telling you now, everybody, no one's letting Arsenal off no more. I guarantee you that. Nobody is letting Arsenal off no more. The pundits, the commentators, everybody, fans from other clubs, and they're not letting these obsessed Arteta fans. They're going to have receipts all over. How much do you think Raya should make post his new contract? Well, he's currently on £100,000 a week, AJ, my guy. I think they'll push him to about, I think they'll give him £200,000 a week. I think they'll give him £100,000 pay rise. I really do. I can see that. I can see a wanna. I can see a wanna to take him to 200. AJ, how long would we be at Wembley anyway? I don't know. That's the thing, AJ. I don't know when this plan is going ahead. I don't know. I'm not sure, mate. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to take place in a year or two. I really, really don't know because obviously planning permission, etc. It's all got to be taken into accountability. So I don't know. I don't know. But I do not want to make this Emirates any bigger. I just want to win trophies. I want my football club to start winning trophies. We're not even there. Like you can say, we ain't got a right to be moving to move to. I keep saying moving. We ain't got a right to make our stadium bigger. But there's no conversation there because people are going to be like, it don't matter what you say. You know, they're going to do it because they want more money. The Cronkies want more money. But what I mean by that is, I'm like, we've done nothing to to think, oh, we can move to the next, project now by making the Emirates bigger. Because it feels like to me like Arsenal Football Club, like I said, Arteta, light bulbs, pickpocketers, different tables, playing You'll Never Walk Alone, Anfield anthem in training sessions. He's always trying to find that next thing, that next thing, that next thing. It doesn't work. How about do the simplest thing, what even the basic managers of football teams can do, and play a plan B? But no, no, it's the next thing. Now it's the RAF pilots. It's like it's an embarrassment. It is an embarrassment to me to see it and people in my chat when all you need to do is play a plan B and play players in the position what they're best at. Keep Eze as a number 10. Give Miles Lewis Skelly some time in midfield. Um, but no, it's I'm going to bring the RAF pilots in now. It's like stop missing the main solution, and that is player plan B. And with this, making Emirates bigger. We want trophies, people. Fuck making Emirates bigger. We want to win trophies. We want to win trophies. I don't care. Like I said, I would move back to hybrid tomorrow with 38,000, 38,500,000, 38,500. I would move back. I would move back to hybrid tomorrow. F making Emirates bigger. I want trophies at this football club. Why are we always trying to do this? Oh, let's try that now. Let's try that new project. You haven't even finished a project yet. And that project, people, is winning football trophies, is winning trophies, is getting to Wembley at the end of the season, which we're currently not doing under Mikel Arteta, and winning finals and then lifting trophies. And under Mikel Arteta, right now, the stubborn smug prick, absolutely none of that is happening. We aren't playing at Wembley, other teams are. We're not reaching any final, obviously, because other teams are. And I always say this on my stream, and we're not winning any single trophies because other teams are. But now it's all about, yeah, let's move. Let's I keep saying move. Let's make the Emirates bigger. Let's make the Emirates bigger. Yeah, because the Cronkies, they want the money back. They want the money back. They're thinking, yeah, well, we spent a lot in last window, 280 million ish. And they want more money. They want more money. They want to be looking at it and thinking, well, we're generating loads more money than what we're spending on transfer windows. But when this happens, I guarantee you now, they're just going to turn around and say, sorry guys, you ain't having another 200 plus million window. It's just not happening. No way. You might get 50, 60, 70 million. And that's what'll happen. They will tighten the purse strings because obviously owners want money, of course they do, but Kroenkes always find a way. They're quite sneaky, and this will be Stan. This will be Stan because Stan is obviously the main one. Josh has been more involved with Arsenal. Yes, we get that. He's been in around London a lot more. He was around London in January. I mean, what did he do? I don't know because we were desperately in need of two strikers, a backup for Saka. Sorry, two players, a backup for Saka and a striker, and he didn't do anything. So it wasn't effective whatsoever being in London. But Stan's the one. Stan will look at it and think, I can make more money by making the Emirates bigger. Of course. He's not bothered. He's not bothered if Arsenal don't win a trophy. He's just bothered about he can look at that and think, there's a project. I can bring, let's say, 12 to 15,000 more fans into this stadium. Ching ching, ching ching, ching ching. More money. And guess what? It's probably going to be like, right, we're not spending as much on because people like I see people say, oh, it's nothing to do with Stan Kroenke. Are you real people? Stan Kroenke is the owner of Arsenal Football Club. If he turns around and says Arsenal are not having any money given to him in January, the whole hierarchy it comes down to him. Right? Okay, Josh. No, you're not having any money, son. Tell your hierarchy. Richard Garlick, managing director. No, no money. Andre Berta, sporting director. No money. No money. There's no money to spend in January. Ben Winston, who's part of the board now, the latest one, kind of replaced Jason Ato, if you kind of can call it that. It all goes down to him. They'll all be told if Stan Kroenke turns around and says, "I'm giving you zero money, absolutely nothing in January," that's what it is. If he says you can have 150 million in January, we get it. People need to. I see it a lot like, well, it's not really Stan who has an effect on transfers. Well, of course it's not, you thick twat. He don't go around scouting players himself personally. But if he turns around and says, I don't care, we've got no more money and Arsenal's not signing a striker or we're not signing Eze, then Stan says that. If we were linked with a player and we put a bid in and it's getting to final stage and Stan just turns around and calls Josh or tells him, stop the deal. Stop the deal. Do you think this is what I'm saying? So many people, like Arsenal fans, especially obsessed Arteta fans, some of them are not, some of them are wised up a little bit, but some of them are that delusional, thinking, well, Stan Kroenke, he doesn't have a say in any transfers. It's nothing to do with him, Wissa. I mean, are you real? Are you real? Is the owner of Arsenal Football Club? It's like saying you work for a company and, and your manager says, um, everybody, you know what? I'll give you an extra day off. Have a long weekend. The boss of the company calls your manager or your supervisor or whatever and turns around and says, I'm hearing that you've just gave everybody an extra day off. Like give them the Monday off. You've gave them an extra long weekend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I'm not allowing it. He's the boss of the company. Is the owner of the football club. So this is what I'm saying. It's like Josh Kroenke might be a bit more lenient now. He might be like, yeah, we want to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. He might be on board. He might be on board and he might be ready to sack Mikel Arteta if it goes tits up. Hopefully it does. Well, hopefully it doesn't, but hopefully he gets sacked. I just want him out of this club, Arteta. But what I'm saying is, Stan is not a footballing man. He couldn't give a shit about Arsenal. He really could not care. You hear whispers, "Oh, yeah, Stan's saying this, Stan's saying that," but he doesn't really care. He doesn't really care. He just uses Arsenal Football Club as a cash cow. So if he turns around and says, "Yep, we're going ahead and we're building and expanding the Emirates and making it, I don't know, 12,000 capacity bigger," let's say 30. They reckon it's 73,000. So let's say 13 to 15,000, making it bigger. And that's going ahead. Stan says that's what's happening. Obviously, plan permission, etc. But Stan says, yep, that's happening. Then he just turns around and says, in transfer windows for next, when it happens, got no money. Got no money. It's tough. It's tough. And that's what worries me, because if we don't win trophies this season and then we push ahead, where maybe the Emirates getting bigger and expanding. Let's say it starts even end of this season. I don't know when it could be, and we've won no trophies. I mean, we could we could fall into like a place where it's like, well, we need players now because players have got fed up and they've left the club, and now you're telling us you're going ahead with a project to make the Emirates bigger. But yet now we've heard as well, and this is just what could happen, people. This is what they're capable of. The Kroenkes. There's no money to spend, but we need to replace players. Tough, 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 tough. The money has gone onto the project and making the Emirates bigger, and now on the footballing side of things, with the team, we'll probably have to suffer for maybe 2 years or so. I don't know. It might not happen. Josh might be have got Stan like putty in his hands now, saying, "Dad, this is how I want Arsenal to go. You know, even if we make the Emirates bigger, we cannot stop. We need to keep signing players every window." I don't know, people. I don't know. I'd love to know. I have no idea, but I'm just looking at the, as I call it, like the ifs and buts, and always expect the unexpected, the good, the bad, the sad, the happy, in anything, in any walks of life. And I just feel, why make the Emirates bigger? We've got a big project to conquer, to complete, to bring to fruition, and that is win trophies. We must start winning trophies, people, or we're going to be laughed at. If we're spending 1 billion and having a manager, currently coming up to 6 years and winning one FA Cup, and we still can't get over the line and win the Premier League title or the Champions League, we're going to be the most laughed at football club, I would say, in the world. And people say, "You're talking shit, mate." I'm telling you, people have got pressure on Arsenal already. And I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. They're putting the pressure on because they feel they should be winning the league now. Do I believe we will? No, I don't, because I believe this stubborn smug prick, Mikel Arteta, will jeopardise it somewhere. He'll probably We'll probably see Victor Gyökeres hit form. He'll start scoring goals. Then next minute, Kai Havertz will come back and he'll drop him at that point. And you're thinking, mate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Gyökeres has started finally finding his feet. He's got the grasp of the Premier League, because his physicality, it's no problem for Victor Gyökeres. But he started scoring, he started finding his touch, and you can just see him getting excited, bringing his love child back into team. Right, Gyökeres has started scoring. I'll tell you what I'll do now. I'll drop him when he does not need to be dropped, and I'll put Kai Havertz up front, because he's not going to want Kai Havertz on this bench. I 100% telling you now, he will not want Kai Havertz playing on the bench all the time. He will be excited as anything when Kai Havertz comes back into this team. Now, personally, I would get rid of Kai Havertz in January and bring a Ivan Toney as a backup for Victor Gres, or a Mateta from Crystal Palace, who I absolutely think is quality, by the way. I think he's absolutely class. A Dusan Vlahovic, I would be more happy than having Kai Havertz backing Victor Gres up. Dusan Vlahovic, needs people need to start with Dusan Vlahovic. He's not the best striker, but I tell you something now, he knows how to score goals in last minutes. When the pressure's on, he scores goals. Other week in Champions League, it's who did Juventus play? I can't remember. Can't remember. Let me think. I think it was 4-4. I can't remember, but they were losing at one point. Was it Villarreal? No, Villarreal. I can't remember. Juventus played somebody in the Champions League, I think it was, and Vlahovic come off the bench, and I think he scored 2 goals. I remember watching him, I think 3 years ago, when Juventus played Sevilla away, and he came on, and Juventus were losing. Juventus were losing, or I think they were drawing 1-2, and Vlahovic came on, and I thought, "Oh, I'm watching Juventus v Seville." It was away at Sevilla's ground, and Vlahovic came on, and within, I would say, no more than 1 minute, they needed a goal, and he got put through on goal, and I thought, "Wow, talk about super sub. He's just came on, he's through in front of goal, and he had the audacity, the cheek, the confidence, the confidence in his own ability to just chip it straight over, um, Sevilla goalkeeper, Moroccan keeper. What's it? Not Boa. A very good goalkeeper. I can't remember his name, but he chipped it over him, and it's like, wow, that shows the confidence of Vlahovic. So I would take Vlahovic over Kai Havertz as backup Victor Gyokeres any day. Right, people, please do smash the likes and subscribe to the channel if you're new whatsoever. Um, I'm just gonna read everyone's comments out because I don't like to miss anyone's. So yeah, hope everybody's good in the chat. I know I've rambled on a little bit, but I'm just saying I don't want this Emirates being expanded yet. We need to win trophies as a football club. We must start winning trophies. That should be the most important project. Stop trying to skip over things just to miss out the main problem, and that is now winning trophies. That should be the only thing this football club are focusing on. Get over the line and win the Premier League and the Champions League. Carabao Cup, FA Cup is not enough. If you win a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup, it's a double. It's still not enough. You must win the Premier League or the Champions League. If you win a Premier League and a Carabao Cup, that's even better, or Champions League, etc. But the main thing of this football club now should be right. The full focus is we must win titles, Champions Leagues, and keep keep improving this squad because players are going to leave, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. AJ, how much? Sorry, AJ, I think about 160 a week is about Raya. Yeah, I think so, AJ, but I think it's going to be 200, mate. I think they're going to put him to 200. I really do. Right, AJ, also, what does this mean for the Arsenal ladies, or do they not matter? Well, that's it, AJ. I mean, what's going to happen? Because are they going to play at Wembley? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Joe's going to go in. Big up, Joe's going to go to my guy. Gyökeres, I reckon, can be a good player, but heard Harrison, you give him time. No, judge him like you do. Every player like them lot do. Absolutely. Do with Havertz and Martinelli at the end of the day. Gyökeres got to deliver. He has, and I think he's with the wrong manager, people. To be honest, I do not believe Mikel Arteta knows how to manage a striker. I'm starting to see it. Couldn't do it with Lacazette. Couldn't do it with Aubameyang. I just don't think he can. Just gonna go in. Big up AJ. Big up Joe's every time. Um, Joe's gonna go in. AJ, what I said further up was true about Gyökeres being 60th on the Athletic best summer signings. That's shocking. It is shocking. It really is. And I blame Arteta, people. I really do. I do blame Arteta for this with Victor Gyökeres. I just don't think he can work with a striker. AJ, Joseph, Victor Gyökeres does need to do better. However, we need to play to his strengths. That's what I mean. And I don't think Arteta cares about it. He's not really bothered about adapting because I think he's just excited to say, "Oh, yeah, it didn't work. Victor Gyökeres, nah, it didn't work, mate." Next minute, Kai Havertz comes straight back in team. Just going to go to Harrison. You said, "Give him free pass." I disagree. You always have to deliver. Absolutely, 100%, 100%. Victor Gyökeres, yeah, I do think he's a very one of the best strikers in the world. Still, I do. He's a goal machine. I think it's mainly to do with Arteta, but he does have to start. Like when he was through on goal of the day, that goes in when he's in the Premier League for Sporting Lisbon when he smashed it over the bar. That goes in, people. That goes in. But his goal against Leeds showed you what he's got. That is a ruthless striker when he gets going. AJ, no, we can definitely judge Victor Gyökeres, but we have to be fair. Yep. Joseph Connor Golden, definitely AJ. I think he's a good player, but he just isn't effective right now. Absolutely, guys. I'm sorry as well, people, for babbling on and reading the comments late. AJ Joseph, not his fault. We are not playing to a way that worked for him. Absolutely, AJ. Look, has been good enough. No, but Arteta wants him to fail because he's not Sesko. Absolutely. Absolutely, AJ. Yeah, you can see it. He wants Sesko. He wanted Sesko, sorry. And he is absolutely So excited waiting for Kai Havertz to come back. He's even mentioned it. Well, he's a fine specimen, when I don't know how long it could be, but with Kai Havertz, he's a specimen, like he's a god, he's a temple or something. Like, do you know what I mean? Kai Havertz is an average footballer. An average footballer. Um, Joe's gonna go on it exactly. I agree, AJ. It's on the manager, not striker. Not striker, being good too. Front since ABBA. Absolutely. Yes. Mark Neighbour, trophies come and go. The badge is there since I was born and until I die. Get a club. Mark Neighbour, trophies come and go. The badge is there since I was born and until I die. Get a club. We need to start winning trophies. That's the thing we're not doing. We're really not. We're not winning. The thing is with Arsenal, there's no Wembley reached. Currently, with Mikel Arteta, we have to watch other football teams play at Wembley. We're not winning any single trophy. Obviously, we're not winning any final, and we're not. Well, it's simple. We don't reach Wembley. Other teams do. We have to watch it. We have to enjoy watching another team get to the Wembley on the day. We're not playing in any single final whatsoever, obviously slash Wembley, and we have to watch currently under Mikel Arteta, other teams lift trophies. Doing that, that's what we don't see no more. That's stopped currently with Mikel Arteta. So if anyone disagrees, you are absolutely lying to yourself big time because they are three facts. What I always use: no Wembley, no final, no trophies. Currently, I emphasize the word currently under Mikel Arteta, and nobody can say any different. They are the three things what is currently happening with Mikel Arteta. No Wembley, no trophies, no finals, no trophies. And no one can say any different because they are factually correct. Marcel Ruin, you're making up theoretical situation. This doesn't exist and getting worked up about it. No, Marcel, I'm just saying what Arsenal Football Club are capable of. I've supported them for 34 years and I've seen episodes, scenarios like this before, and it definitely could happen. 100% could happen. The main thing Arsenal Football Club should be doing at the moment is winning trophies. Why are we trying to do things and go to a next project when if we don't win trophies and then we go and make the Emirates bigger and put all the money into that next minute, players have left because we haven't won trophies and then we need to start signing players again. But the Cronkies are like, well, especially Stan, no money left. No money left. We have to pause. We have to pause for about 2 years. And it's happened before. Under the Wenger era with the Cronkies. Mark, simple question. If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, would you sack him? I knew that would come in, AJ. Mark Neighbour. Um, Imagine this clown supporting 80 other teams in the country who would die to be in our position. Well, Barcelona, let me think. First season under Hansi Flick. Um, yep, would treble with a young squad and loads of injuries. With a young defender, Cabrasi, 18-year-old, and had a massive injury straight away, and he was without him. Frankie de Jong got his normal injuries. Balde, Kunde, Lewandowski got his normal injuries, and Hansi Flick won the treble in his first season with Barcelona. Injury at squad and a young team. There's the first example, and it's facts. Conte takes over Napoli. Last time Napoli won the league, Spalletti won it with Victor Osimhen, Cavaschellia, and I think it was Politano, or not Raspadori. I don't think it was Raspadori, and he won the league. And then Napoli folded. Conte turns up, Billy Gilmore, Scott McTominay, Lukaku, Philip Billing, who's obviously playing for was playing for Bournemouth, and he wins the league in his first season. Eddie Howe, absolute quality manager, brilliant manager. Give him a billion, he would have won the league for Arsenal Football Club in the last 3 years because he would have played a plan B in games over the years when we've needed it, desperately needed it, and he would have signed a striker in the last 3 seasons, even though we've only just done that now under Arteta, and he would have signed a backup for Bukayo Saka. Eddie Howe is miles better than Mikel Arteta. You give Eddie Howe, I'm telling you now, 1 billion to spend, and time he's had, what Arteta's had, I guarantee you Arsenal would have won a Premier League, and I would say I would even go as far as saying in that time, Eddie Howe would have probably won 2 Premier League titles with Arsenal and maybe a Champions League. On slot, Dutch Ebenezer, currently managing Feyenoord, Go Red Eagles, AZ Alkmaar, turns up to Premier League. signs Chiesa. What's he going to do? What's he going to do, Mark? In our position, would die to be in our position. He wins league in his first season. Arne Slot won the league last season. Did you not? Have you just woke up from football? He's just won the league last season. Arne Slot's just turned up in the Premier League in his first season, currently from the Dutch Eredivisie, and won the Premier League in his first season. We've currently signed, sorry, we've signing Chiesa. That's it. So when you people jump in the chat and say these things, there's no facts what they're saying, but what we're saying are facts. Currently under Arteta, we don't play at Wembley. There's no final reached, and we don't win no trophy. Arne Slot walks into the Premier League in his first season and wins a Premier League title. And if you stretch it over and go abroad, Hansi Flick first season Barcelona wins a treble and nearly wins a Champions League. Conte wins a Serie A in his first season. The excuses are over, people. Whether you like it or not, whether you're an obsessed Mikel Arteta fan, and love everything he does, says, and wants. He was an average footballer for Arsenal, even though he's our captain. He was an average player. I'll give you a little example. Petit and Overmars. Petit signed from Monaco in '97. Mark Overmars signed from Ajax in '97. They both left and went to Barcelona as a double deal. They are legends of Arsenal Football Club in 3 seasons. They signed in '97 and both left in 2000. Mikel Arteta has no credit in the bank apart from just nearly getting there. Well, let me tell you, just nearly there means nothing unless you get over the line. You challenge once, you win the second time. It's as simple as that. Mikel Arteta has done some decent things by building a great defence at Arsenal Football Club. That's one thing I will say. He's gave us a great defence, and it's brilliant. It really is, but he doesn't play a plan B in games when we need it the most. He proved that last season. You know, he's a stubborn, smug prick, and it's all about him. Until he gets over the line, nobody should be saying, is this, is that, is this, is that. Well, what time he's had and the money he's spent, managers all over the world would be lucky as anything. Sorry, so many managers would dream to get the time what Mikel Arteta's had and the money spent, what he's been given. So many managers would love that. But you know what? Some managers wouldn't even need half of what he's had. You give Eddie Howe what Arteta's had, I'm telling you now, Eddie Howe would have won a league, maybe two, I would say, for Arsenal in his time. I absolutely. Eddie Howe's a brilliant manager. Look at Waltermold. He's got Waltermold looking brilliant already. And Waltermold's not just a big lump with, good in air. He looks fantastic on his feet. He looks a fantastic player. Isaac out, Waltermold in. Wisser still got to come back from injury. Murphy was out the door about 6 years ago. You got Murphy balling out last season, scored 7 goals. He looks decent this season. Harvey Barnes kept Anthony Gordon out the team at Newcastle the latter stages of last season. Thor, Tiao, sorry, as you pronounce it, Tiao, ex AC Milan, centre back, who's now at Newcastle. He looks brilliant already. I mean, Eddie Howe just gets a tune out of every player. Where are we? AJ, Mark, simple question. If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, would you sack him? AJ, Mark, simple question. If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, would you sack him? Mark, neighbour, AJ, no, I support the club. I support the badge. I do not support managers or players. Finishing second does not mean you sack someone. Oh, it does. Because you're not getting over the line and doing what's asked and required. Mark Neighbour, he using certain situations. Vlahovic can barely get in Juve team, no more. Vlahovic is better than Kai Havertz, let me tell you. And he would score goals, and he is a goal getter. You give Vlahovic a run, he scores goals, and he scores goals when the pressure's on. I have seen it and watched it. Mark Neighbour, trophies mean diddly squat in the grand scheme of things. You need to keep up to date with other stadium around the world. It's a business. It's always it's a business. Wow. Arsenal Football Club is a club. That's why it says Arsenal Football Club, not Arsenal Football Business. When we have people like this in chat, that just shows it. That just sums it up. That's what they call Arsenal Football Club a business. Keep up with what? Keep up. People will be trying to keep up with us, Mark, neighbour. Let me tell you, with making the Emirates. Trying to copy off the Emirates. We've got a 60,000 capacity stadium. That's big enough. That's big enough for resting your tenure as a club. 60,000 is massive. So many other clubs will be loving to try and get a stadium like us and the capacity numbers. Why do we have to keep up with other teams just because It's to do regarding the stadium. We need to start doing what other teams are doing. And if you're saying that, okay, then I'll fire that back. We need to start doing what other teams are doing, winning trophies. There you go. Another point proven. It's Arsenal Football Club, not Arsenal Football Business. My God, man. My God. Wow. Mark, should we win nothing this season, Arteta will be one trophy away from a possible 26. That never good enough. Nowhere near AJ. Big up, my guy. AJ, Mark, in your opinion, are we big club or not? AJ, in who eyes? Ask the players who adore him. No, they don't. I mean, are you? If they have an interview live, no, I don't like Mikel Arteta. I can't stand him. No, he's a stubborn, smug prick. I don't like him. He forced me back on to play. What a load of shit, man. What a load of shit. Absolute nonsense. It really is. They don't adore him at all. Some might, some might. AJ Mark, they don't because they keep getting injured because of him. Absolutely. Mark Neighbour, AJ, of course we are a big club. Do I think winning a trophy makes us less so? No, I still go to work the next day. My life goes on. So does my life go on. I've just done my 4 nights in a row and now I'm off for a little bit. I work 4 nights every single week. That's got nothing to do with it. Mark Neighbour, trophies come and go. We win in May. It all starts again 3 months in August. The Ferris wheel keeps turning, but the badge remains, and my love of the badge, I will be above a trophy for once. Average fan, just likes averageness. People, that's what you get now. This is the lower. This is what some of these fans have done. Lowered the standards of our football club, who I have supported 34 years. AJ, Mark, we are the third biggest club because of trophies. One, wake up, bro. Absolutely. AJ, Mark, I love Arsenal. We should be winning. Simple as that, especially after 1 billion. Absolutely, AJ. 100%. FK, how are you, my guy? Big up to you, bro. Big up, Rich. I hope you're good, mate. I agree with the new stadium upgrades as we need to keep up with bigger clubs with revenue to compete for major trophies. Well, FK, I don't agree. I just think the main focus and the project should just be about winning trophies. I honestly do. I think this is, of course, you know, it's nice to make the Emirates bigger. And if we won trophies and winning trophies, I definitely agree. I'm like, yeah, of course. We won league last season. We've won Champions League year before. But all I think now about Arsenal Football Club, the main focus should be getting over the line this season and winning a Premier League or Champions League. FA Cup or Carabao Cup isn't good enough at the moment. If we'd have won league last season, okay. That we've won another trophy, but we're not winning anything currently with this manager. We don't even get to Wembley. So I know what you're saying, FK, and obviously regular in my chat, my guy, and um, know what you mean by that. But I don't agree now. I don't agree now. The main thing Arsenal Football Club should be doing is making sure we're winning trophies because I just think, and it happens. What if they put all the money into it and oh, we want this, we want that, we want that, you can definitely see Stan Kroenke turn around and say, "I've just spent loads of money. I'm not going to give you another 200 million in a transfer window." And if we don't win things this season, everybody with who has got a bit of nous about him, with a brain cell, will know for a fact we are going to lose definitely one big player by the end of the season if we do not win the Premier League title or the Champions League. A big player will leave Arsenal Football Club. Now, I still say, and everybody knows in my chat, I watched him when he went straight back on loan to Saint Etienne. Then he went to Nice. Then he finished up with Marseille. William Saliba is my favourite player. He's currently signed a new deal, which runs now till 2030. He will leave Arsenal Football Club next in the summer if we do not win the Premier League title or Champions League. The moment Real Madrid and the news breaks, Real Madrid want to sign William Saliba, and if we haven't won the Premier League title or the Champions League, he will leave Arsenal Football Club. Now, I put my hands up when I get things wrong, as people know, and I got it wrong. I said in the summer he will go. I got it wrong. And I always do that. And people know in the chat, I do put my hands up and say I got things wrong. I've got things wrong this season up to yet as well by other things. But I'm telling you now, when you sign a new player, a player now to a longer contract, people are, oh yeah, we've like I seen on Twitter when it happened. Oh look, we've got Gabriel and Saliba for 5 years. They're going nowhere. They want to be part of the project. They believe in Mikel Arteta. You are absolutely delusional. You are absolutely blindsided, and you mask everything just to make sure it looks good for Arteta. That means Arsenal Football Club have just protected his value because if we don't win anything this season, well, if we don't win a Premier League and a Champions League, and in the summer, Saliba turned round and says, I'm going, well, Arsenal would have been in shit street, by the way, because obviously they'd have 1 year, Saliba would have 1 year left on his contract. So Saliba, to me, is worth 100 million right now. So if next summer, and we haven't won a Premier League and Champions League this season, Saliba could have just said to Arsenal, I'm leaving. And Arsenal would have only been able to get 50 million at the most for him. But now, if we don't win the Premier League and the Champions League, one or the other, next summer, if Saliba says, I am going, I want to win trophies and I need to go, I need to start winning trophies in my career. It's important. It is to players individually. Arsenal in the next summer can turn around to Real Madrid and say, 100 million, 100 million, nothing under 90 million. So they've got the power now. So this all about, oh, he's staying for the next 5 years. You know, it's just to protect his value. So this is where I worry. Like, if we're going again, if we go and do this, well, we are going to do this, expand the Emirates, and then we've not won anything this season, no Premier League, no Champions League, and I guarantee you big players are going to leave. And I still say William Saliba will leave Arsenal Football Club if we do not win a Premier League or Champions League. The moment Real Madrid tap him up, he's in. He's going to push for it. He's going to win trophies there. He's going to play with a great manager. What's got over the line in a league title with Bayer Leverkusen. He's going to be playing with Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Mbappe. They're his teammates, man. They're his teammates. And every time he's on international duty, they're going to talk about it. Oh, it's great winning a league. It's great winning Champions League. Why shouldn't a player individually, people? Why should a player individually that good be denied of winning trophies just to stick around at a club what don't get over the line? No chance. I won't do that. Matt Letizia, he doesn't regret it. If he does not regret it, he said I had an amazing life as a footballer. I didn't win anything as a player, but he was literally said he run twice, 10 times as much money as his mates, etc. And he was living a life of luxury. He doesn't regret it. He says I had an amazing life, even though I didn't win trophies. But now, in this day and age, there were no social media back then. There's going to be people, look at posting a picture of a player. You won nothing in your career. They don't want to see that. Look at Harry Kane. He's like, I'm leaving Tottenham. I want to win a trophy. I want to win a league title. He's smashing it at Bayern Munich. He's an absolute. Oh, him and Haaland are just unreal. So I'm just saying, that's why I don't want to make this Emirates bigger yet. I want trophies. I just want my football club to start winning trophies and then say, do what you want. Even if we don't win a trophy for 2 years, which will be annoying, but we can say, well, we've won Premier League, we've won Champions League, and then now we've expanded Emirates, and we've had to slow down a little bit, but we can say we've done it. But imagine not winning a Premier League title or a Champions League this season, and then they say at end of season we're pushing forward with the Emirates. What in the summer? I don't know if they'll complete that. Of course they won't. But we're going to start pushing forward, and then you know we need players in summer because big players have left and they're like, sorry guys, not happening. We might be able to give you 50, 70 million, 80 million, but that's it. So I look at, that's the thing with me. I look at I look at different scenarios. I always think of the ifs and buts, the good, the bad, the sad, the happy, anything in life. Expect the unexpected. I always say that. And I have seen it with Arsenal. I've seen it with Wenger, with now built Emirates, '06, purse strings kind of closed now. Well, moved to the Emirates in '06. Sorry. Everybody, I am rambling a little bit, but I'm gonna be on quite a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on for quite a bit. So please do smash the likes and subscribe to the channel as well. I'm gonna read everyone's comments again now, but I just had a bit to say. I've been at work all week. so I want to just jump on, but I'm going to stay on for a bit. So FK, big up my guy. Joe's gonna go in. Of course, we won't spend in January. Look at how much we spent in summer. FFP, you've got to think of absolutely. Mark Neighbour, Flick and Barca. You're talking about a two team league and probably the best youth system. Here we go. What an excuse. We knew it, people. There's another excuse. Igal said saying you can't compare Arsenal to like Real Madrid and Barcelona. You just can't do that. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. These obsessed Arteta fans have literally got an excuse for everything. Well, let me tell you this. If Atletico were in Premier League, they're finishing about fifth every season. Just get that straight, people. Probably people in chat, apart from Mark, would agree. Atletico Madrid, if they're in Premier League, they'd probably finish fifth nearly every season and maybe even push for winning it one season. And AJ, Flick, Inzaghi, Diego Simeone, Luis Enrique, Conte, Don Carlo, Glasner, Edial, all better than Arteta. Absolutely, AJ. Facts, brother. AJ Mark, if Arteta is good enough, please explain 21 wasted winnable trophies in a row. Absolute Jiv's going to go in. Exactly. AJ Glasner got Will Hughes, absolutely, and Mateta playing better, and Eddie Howe got Jacob Murphy and Joe Linton play. Absolutely, people. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Glasner has got Will Hughes playing brilliant, who was at Derby County in like 2016, I think it was. AJ, Mark Farter to watch away. Who do you want then? Christie, Koluski, not as big as Spurs. Well, I think we've got a Spurs fan in chat, people. Hello, Christy. How you doing? Like I said, anyone is welcome in my chat from any club. I don't care. As long as you don't talk like a child and we can literally have adult conversations, not make pathetic excuses or be really childish and just because it's just embarrassing. It really is. And Mark's just mentioned like, oh, Barcelona's got the best youth academy. Can't compare Arsenal to Barcelona. Well, let me tell you, like I've just said, Atletico Madrid walk into Premier League and I guarantee you they would finish around about fifth every season or even push to win it. And please don't say no chance, because nobody, if you've got Atletico Madrid, wants to draw them in Champions League, who we have actually got. Mark Neighbour, no, we used the same architect who did the Benfica Stadium. It is exactly the same, and they was first. We was not original with the Emirates. Please check your facts and Benfica Stadium. I don't even know what I mentioned there, but I don't mention anything about Benfica. I said we moved to the Emirates in '06. Gunner for Life 82. Big up, Rich. Hope you are good, brother. Gunner for Life. How are you, my guy? Good to see you. Just going to go with him. We got a Gunner for Life. Mark Neighbour. No, it's a business. It is money from the players to the tea lady. Yeah, just. I'm bored. I'm bored, people of Mark. As soon as I seen that youth team and oh, you can't compare Barcelona to Arsenal, it just don't out. It is so childish. It's embarrassing, man. It really is. Um, where are we? So he's done. Um, where the hell is this just gone now? What? What's happening here? Oh, no, as big as Spurs. Um, just gonna go big up, going for life, AJ. Mark, you don't love Arsenal. Simple as that. Yeah, absolutely, AJ. Big up, my brother. Great facts, great facts. It doesn't. It's Arsenal Football Club. It ain't Arsenal football business, and it never will be, and it never was. It's a football club. It might be run like a business, but it's a fucking football club. Let me tell you about business. Um, Gonna for life, big up Joseph Connor Golden. AJ, big up Gonna for life 82. Gonna for life 82. Big up AJ, Joseph Connor Golden. Cheers. Gonna for life. Gonna for life 82. Joseph Connor Golden. You're welcome, brother. AJ Mark. Then why are you okay with not winning? Absolutely, AJ. AJ, when Saliba or Gabriel Magalhaes goes, then what? Absolutely. To have those two is just the day they leave. I mean, and everybody knows William Saliba, my favourite player, going to fly 82. We have to win something this season. No excuses. Absolutely going to fly 82. Absolutely. Just going to go in, going for life. 82. AJ, never been fussed. fussed on Arteta. I think he's overhyped. Absolutely. Gonna fly for 82. Just gonna go in your right. AJ gonna fly for 82. We are not, sadly. Um, Gonna fly 52. AJ, I agree. AJ just gonna Joseph. He never been good enough. No, absolutely never wanted him in first place. Didn't even want him when there were talk about him coming before Unai Emery. Gonna fly 52. I got no faith in Arteta. No, I seen a problem coming right corner. Gonna for life. I do. I think he's gonna do something with team. He's gonna take Eze back onto left wing, and then he's gonna put Mikel Moreno in number 10. FK Arsenal 93. Don't get me wrong, Rich. They have to be winning trophies while they upgrade the stadium. That's my standards. It win or fuck off. That goes for owners and managers. Yeah, we know, FK brother. We know. I know what you're on about, mate. I do. Um, just gonna go in exactly, AJ. The football is worse than 10 years ago. I think Newcastle, Palace, Bournemouth play better. But yep. As these days, we might get results, but not good. Yeah, and that's the thing, people. We win games and not on, hold on to leads because of Gabriel and Saliba. That's the thing. That's where it comes into. That's where it happens. AJ, big up FK Arsenal every time. FK Arsenal 93, big up AJ, up your good mate. AJ, 7 likes. Thank you, AJ. AJ Rich, can be honest, I have all the time in the world for you, bro. Oh, AJ, man, big up. Honestly, it means a lot when people, everybody in the chat is, like I said, is welcome. The usuals, it's great. I can't do lives every day. I try sometimes, but working nights full time, I'm just like, just, I sometimes I don't want to just jump on for 20 minutes, even half an hour. I like to do a good 2 hours or so. I might even do a little bit longer tonight. I don't know. And it's sometimes I think, but we all have other things to do in life. Do you know what I mean? We can't always just be around. So yeah, but big up to AJ and everybody in chat. I really do appreciate the kind words. Where are we? Du-du-du-du-du-du. I'm just going to go with Will be Moreno, Zubamendi midfield very soon, unfortunately. Yeah, he's going to go Rice, Zubamendi, and Mikel Moreno. That's what I think he's going to do and push Eze straight back onto left wing. Just going to go in Moreno, Zubamendi, Rice, the most awful midfield I have ever seen. Dreadful. 100, I know, absolutely, absolutely, Joseph. Seriously, it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like non-existent. You know what I mean? You just don't know what you just don't imagine anything that flick switching. You just don't see any creativity in that whatsoever. But I'm worried that he's going to do it. And if Odegaard has got the grade 3, he could be out for about 3 months. Grade 2, you're looking at 4 to 8 weeks. And a grade 1, it could be a fortnight/2 weeks to 4 weeks. So we don't know. But Eze has to be the number 10 for Arsenal Football Club. It's not Arsenal Football Business, by the way. Mark Neighbour, who I've now banned from the chat, because the moment he mentioned you can't compare Arsenal to Barcelona, I'm sick of hearing that. So who would I compare Arsenal to? Is it Real Madrid? Is it Atletico Madrid? Is it FC Midtjylland in the Danish league who's just beat Forest? Is it Malmo in the Swedish league? Is it Savetti in the Switzerland league? I'm sick of hearing pathetic child excuses from these fans. End of the day, if Arsenal Football Club do not win the Premier League or the Champions League this season, we have failed with Mikel Arteta. We've already failed already. And Martin Keown, what an absolute idiot you really are. I can't believe right now on the 8th of September saying I cannot even class you and talk about you in the same conversation when I mention Invincibles because you've become a disgrace. Telling everybody on Talk Sport, Arsenal Football Club have overachieved. How dare you? Just because you are on that payroll at this football club, you have become one of the biggest puppets I have ever seen. A guy what stands there like out of a Nistelrooy, literally like that, who were no nonsense, warrior, a winner, a baller, and Martin Keown. I can't stand him, people. I never thought I would say this about Martin Keown, the player who used to look at and think he's an animal, he's a no nonsense, rugged. You know, you could see that he wants to play for this shirt every game, the way he goes into tackles and his aggression on his face. And he has become the softest puppet pundit I can. I'm just shocked. The latest thing he said today, Arsenal have overachieved. What the hell are you on about? Overachieved. We are not reaching any Wembley under Mikel Arteta. We don't play at any final with Mikel Arteta, and we're not winning any trophy with Mikel Arteta. What are you on about overachieved? And we've challenged twice with Mikel Arteta because last season, anybody who says we challenged Liverpool are talking absolute bullshit. And you are lying to yourself big time. It wasn't a challenge. We didn't even touch Liverpool. We didn't even get nowhere near Onslaught, who, by the way, again, what you had to pin a point onto regarding what Mark Neighbour said, who's now obviously, like I said, he's blocked on about managers would love. What did he say? Something about clubs would love to have what we've got with Arteta. Well, Onslaught currently managing Dutch Eredivisie with Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar, Go Ahead Eagles, and just went into the Premier League in his first season. What league? By 10 points. He literally embarrassed Mikel Arteta in his first season, made him look a twat. Oh, but it were injuries. It were injuries. It were PGMOL. It were VAR. Uh, It'll never stop until this manager gets the fuck out of my club. He is a stubborn, smug prick, and I'm telling you now, you win this Champions League or Premier League, or you get the hell out of this club. Because if he wins the Premier League or Champions League, then obviously it's going to be a very happy moment. We'll all love it. Of course we will. But I still want this guy out of this football club. In his interviews, it's pathetic. It really is. He's a Joseph, there no need for it, especially with Eze fit and hungry. Absolutely. Rich066. Evening. New to the chat. Hi, Rich. Rough Life X2, I got a bad feeling Rice will get injured on international duty. I mentioned this, Gunner for Life. Declan Rice gets injured, I worry. I don't see any enforcer. I don't see no ball breaker in that midfield. I see weakness in Zubamendi. He's a good, calm footballer. You know, he does things neat and tidy, but he's not a ball breaker. He's not a powerhouse. He's not a surger, you know, who's going to steam forward. Ideally, I would have loved to have had, like I say, Fafana, who was at Monaco and then went to AC Milan. I'd have loved to have had him at side of Declan Rice. Of course, we wanted the other player, but we no longer talk about him, and we're glad he's out of the club. But I do think if Declan Rice gets injured, we are going to hit a problem. Rich, simple question: if Arteta doesn't win anything this season, would you sack him? AJ, I'm looking at that thinking, is that a trick question? Asking me that, but I know you're on about Rich, who's just jumped in chat. I was looking then thinking, AJ, mate, are you serious? I'd sack Arteta right now, but then I realised who it would too. Man, that was puzzled then. I'm thinking, what? Just gonna go. He might as well not even mention Ethan. Oh God, because he never gets on the. He's leaving people. Even when he's going to leave Arsenal. I'm. If I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. But I'm telling you now, Ethan Wanier is going to leave Arsenal Football Club if he does not start getting minutes. We'll talk about it a little bit in a minute. FK Arsenal 1983, Martin Keown, Ray Parler, Ian Wright are all sellouts. FK. Ian Wright still says a little bit, but he's become a puppet to the club on payroll. Ray Parler, same. He says a few things, but he's become a puppet. And Martin Keown's the worst out of lot. Theo Walcott, he's the next one. He's become under the spell. It's like Theo, if you start lying and making everything sound perfect about Arsenal Football Club and about Mikel Arteta, we'll give you a very good wage, my friend. We'll sign a little contract with you, and as long as you keep it all nice, and say the nice words on Sky Sports, we'll pay you very good. We'll pay you very good, let me tell you. And they do. They bring people in, and that's what bring you under the spell. Ah, man. Joseph, could I go in? All I'm going to say, these top gooners saying Zubamendi is, no, he's not. World class. He will be like playing world class. Will he like playing Leeds away in winter against Sean Longstaff or Sunderland with Granit Xhaka tackling him? Don't think so. Absolutely. Um, I don't think he is world class. Like I said, people, I used to watch football all over the world, and people know this now. And I used to watch Real Sociedad, and I've probably watched Real Sociedad 17 times with no, I wouldn't say 17 actually, maybe about 12 times. And I watched Zubamendi, obviously, for Real Sociedad and for Spain, and I never came away and thought, what a player. What a player. He's not rubbish. He's a good footballer. He is a good player. The only player I looked at Real Sociedad was Sorloth, who's now at Atletico Madrid. Well, he went to Villarreal from Real Sociedad. Now he's at Atletico Madrid, the Norwegian international, obviously Haaland's teammate, Odegaard's teammate. And I looked at Soloff. I think he's an handful. He's an handful. Isaac, obviously, I'd seen him at Real Sociedad, and I knew he was good. And obviously, we should have signed him when we could have. Um, but Kubu was the player where I'm like, this guy's got some bits, man. He is very tricky. He's very good. Obviously, a different position, but he was the player what stood out for me at Real Sociedad. I never looked at Zubimendi for Spain or Real Sociedad. I thought, wow, what a baller. He just makes things look easy. So he's a good player. He is a good player. Zubimendi is a good player, but I'm not gassed about him. I'm not like I would have rather had a ball breaking powerhouse next to Declan Rice, someone who's going to steam forward and cause havoc with it. Who shits the defenders up when he's steaming forward with the ball, and they all open up thinking, "Wow, he's just opening like a Vieira, Yaya Toure." Do you know what I mean? A Paul Pogba. I would have loved that, but for Joe Linton, and I think if Declan Rice gets injured, we've got a massive problem, man. I really do. Um, Gonna fly back to if Rice gets injured, we are fucked. 100% gonna fly. Absolutely, we are. It's a massive problem. Massive problem. I think it's worse right now than if Saliba got injured because we've got Mosquera, we've got Nkapi. I know you want Gabriel and Saliba all the time. Of course you do. I do. But I still think if if Declan Rice got injured, I think that's a huge problem. I think I think that is him and Vic Gyökeres. I know Vic Gyökeres is not doing the best at the moment, and again, we all blame Arteta, and I do. About 80%, I think it's to do with Arteta. But if we lost Vic Gyökeres now, I mean, we don't have a striker at this club. We can't say we can start a striker, and we won't have a striker on the bench. So again, let's just hope Vic Gyökeres does not get injured. Um, AJ going to fly 82 despite going to the England game this Thursday. I don't want Rice and Saka to play. No, but they probably will do, AJ. I think Tuchel will want Saka back in that team. I really do. Going to fly 82. AJ, agree, but they will play. Yep. Going to fly 82. Thing has just been it just got a call up actually from Thomas Tuchel. O'Reilly, Man City, who's deputising, obviously, well, playing at left back currently. He's got a call up. Um, just thought I'd add that. Well done on that. It's really good to see, and he's a good player. You can see he's going to be good under Pep, 100%. Going to fly it to Zubimendi is a tidy player, but too lightweight for the prep. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Going to for life. He's tidy, he's neat. He don't want to be having players pressuring him and getting close to him. He's just get the ball bang. And those players are good sometimes, but I would have liked a proper powerhouse in this midfield where he can steam forward and plough forward. A Joe Linton, Paul Pogba, Patrick Vieira, Yaya Toure. What if I to sorry, FK Arsenal 93. Time for bed. Chat soon, Rich. FK, great to see you in the chat. Good to see you, my guy. Take care, brother. One for Life 82. Zubi is definitely not world class. He's not. He's not, man. Kawhi Mbage. Let me just pronounce it. Kawami, sorry, Mbage. Big up to you, my guy. How are you, brother? Hope you're well. Good to see you in the chat, man. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Kawami's in the house, people. Gonna fly 52. If he was Real Madrid or Barcelona, he would have gone for him. Absolutely. But Gunner for life, this is the thing. We're being told already. Miles Lewis Skelly has turned Real Madrid down. Saliba has turned. This is what Roy talks bollocks, by the way. This is how pathetic this person is, and has to lie to get where he is to be on Talk Sport, Sky Sports, and build his social media up to get him he currently is by lying. Told people Miles Lewis Skelly turned Real Madrid down. Bullshit. Didn't even come in and put a bid in for him. Told everybody William Saliba has turned Real Madrid down. Bullshit. Didn't even put a bid in for him. And then I think him or someone else on about Zubimendi. Oh, they only wanted Arsenal. He turned Real Madrid down. Boss, they didn't even go in for him. It's absolute pathetic. These fans, these obsessed Arteta fans, will do anything to protect this stubborn, smug prick manager to make it look good for him. They all want to play for Mikel Arteta. They all want to be part of his project, his process, his phase 25 into 68. I mean, fucking hell, man. Fucking absolute puppets. And it's a shame because a lot of them have been brainwashed by the people like Harrison Mew, Tom Canton, Rory Talks BS, Agan, Adam Keys, and others. Egal, they've been brainwashed and think, oh, that's what we have to say. That's what we have to believe because Tom says it, Harry says it. No, wake the fuck up. They're saying it because they want to lie to get the social media boosted, more followers, more subscribers. That then gets them onto Talksport, that gets them onto Sky TV, gets Harry to commentate for Arsenal, gets Tom to do match interviews with Arteta. Wake the fuck up, people. Be your own person and wake up and realize you have been brainwashed by these people just to use you as puppets. Imagine being used as a puppet just to get someone else where they want to be. Man, that ain't me. No chance. Joe's gonna go in. Joe's gonna go. Got to say, Alexander Isaac being fit for 6 weeks now, being so bad for only 4 touches. I know, Joseph. It's not really worked at Liverpool. What if people? What if this is a Torres going from Liverpool to Chelsea, where Fernando Torres, was absolutely brilliant at Liverpool. We all know that. Then he goes and moves to another team in the Premier League, another top team, goes to Chelsea, and he was absolutely dreadful. He was rubbish at Chelsea. What if Vic Gyökeres, what if Alexander Isaac was fantastic, brilliant at Newcastle, scoring even 2022 goals when he's injured through a season, and he's gone to Liverpool and it never works out. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen. I honestly think Isaac will click soon, and I do still believe Liverpool will click. And when they click, it could be kind of frightening. It could be kind of frightening. A team like that will not go all this season without steamrolling teams for a few games in a row. They're going to click soon. They really will. Um, Kawame, AJ, and Joe. Joe's just going to go in. Big up Kawame. Going to fly for 82. Only no God or Moreno to replace. God help us. Yeah, absolutely. Kawame. Rich Arteta knows this is his last chance, and if he fails, that's it. But does he? That's the thing, Kawame, my guy. I don't know if he does. I hope it's his last chance. I really do, but I'm not sure, Kawame. I'm not sure if he does, mate. I really don't feel like he's under pressure. I don't feel like he's feeling pressure personally himself. I honestly don't. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We don't know what's been going on with these chats behind closed. I don't know, but I just feel like Arteta feels like if he challenges and finishes second and picks a Carabao Cup up, I feel personally he'll think, yeah, that's okay. But next season, which will be another again Netflix waiting again, we're going to win league this season. Once Victor Gyökeres has settled in, once Eze's become the number 10 permanently, there'll be an excuse. I'm hoping you're right, though. I am. I'm hoping Arteta knows that if he does not win the Premier League or the Champions League, he will be sacked. I hope that's the case, but I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. AJ, big up Kawami every time. People bigging Kwame up. Good to see Kwame. Next week on Saturday, we have Fulham away. Yes, we do. Fulham are no mugs. We must win. They're no mugs. We've had some really good games against them and some terrible shite games. I remember not last New Year's Day, the year before that, we was dreadful. It was one of the worst performances I have seen Arsenal play for a long time. And we played in the green with the blue sleeves. Oh man, that performance was fucking shocking. It was absolutely abysmal. Um, Gonna fly for 82. Sorry, where are we? Gonna fly for 82. I wanted Casado before Chelsea got him or Tonali. Yeah, Tonali's class. Casado's class. Gonna fly for 82. No, Real Madrid never made any formal bids for Maslow, Skelly, or Saliba. It is, mate. That's what I'm saying. Gonna fly. It's absolute pathetic bollocks shite. It's embarrassing. Kwame, Rich, Arteta, Parrots don't make any sense. Kwame, I agree with you, my guy. They lie. A lot of them lie. They really do. Gavin L. Big up Ricks. Gavin, good to see you in the chat. Hope you're well, my guy. Go on, mate. Tell it, Ricks. These Arteta parrots are jokers. 100%. That's what I keep saying it in a lot of chats, people, and I do. Sorry, in a lot of streams, I do repeat myself a lot of times. I guess other people do because we have to keep saying it to new people and everything. But these people have brainwashed thousands of people to boost their social media, to get more subscribers, to use them as puppets, to then catapult their careers, get them on Talksport, Sky TV, post-match interviews, pre-match interviews, Arteta, commentating on Arsenal, which Harry does. All they've done is use these people by lying daily. Said something and thought, wow, that's built traction. I don't really believe it, but look how much likes it's got. Look how much followers it's got. Look how much views it's got. Next minute, I can say anything. These pricks will say it's going to snow tomorrow, but I guess what? All the snow will be blue. And these puppets, these brainwashed people will be like, Tom, Harry, Rory, Igal, Adam, Keys, is it going to snow tomorrow? Is it going to be blue tomorrow? Yeah, yeah, it's going to be blue. The snow's going to be blue tomorrow. Can't wait, can't wait. Because Harry said it, Tom said it. They are wankers, people. They're absolutely pricks. They will cover up anything for this club or Mikel Arteta just because they know the moment they open those words and say, this is not good enough from Arsenal Football Club, it's not acceptable, and Arteta should be sacked. He's gone another season without winning a trophy. Well, not winning the Premier League, not got us over the line again, not won the Champions League. Next minute, Harry Symeou receives an email. Harry, we know we will now remove you from any duties regarding our club. You will not commentate on Arsenal ever again. You will not be having interviews with any of the players, anything. No press conferences, absolutely nothing. You can still watch the game, but you will no longer be a part of the club. But they won't, people, because that's what will happen. Arsenal will remove these people from the club, and but they suck arses. They'll say anything to get where they want to be, and they'll use people to get where they want to be, which they have done, brainwashing thousands and thousands of people on Twitter. I don't know if they're on Instagram because I'm not on that now, not on Facebook. So I just think it's disgusting. I really do. And they all smug. Oh, you should owe these players apology. You can't say this, can't say that. How about shut the fuck up, Harry and Tom and Adam and Igal and Rory? Because this is our football club, what we love, and we demand better. We're not just going to keep playing to your tune and bowing down to you and saying everything what you say and agreeing with everything you say just because you're getting free gigs out of Arsenal Football Club. Because it's pathetic that what you do to other people, how you get there. It's an absolute. I can't stand it. I think it's disgusting. I really do. I honestly do. Why the hell would you put Roy Talks BS on Sky TV? I mean, what the fuck is that all about? And then that little twat, Moneypenny, with the broccoli haircut. Yeah, my hair's gone. Well, it's not fully gone, but I wish I had more. But a little twat like that talking on Sky. I mean, how dare he even make a mockery of our club when he was asked simple questions and he had to have people from other fans answer his questions, you fucking wanker. And I keep saying it, and if David Dean Rea, the legend of Arsenal, Mr. Arsenal, who should, by the way, have a statue, as well as George Graham, if David Dean Rea is there, Peter Hillwood, who's no longer with us, Danny Fritzman, no longer with us, Ken Fryer, who's now just turned 91 about a month ago. He was at the Emirates against, I think it was Leeds. If he was still here, Lady Nina Bracewell Smith and Keith Elderman, they would have literally said, you're no longer welcome to be anywhere near the Emirates Stadium. We don't want you even at this club, and we're banning you from this club. You're not going to go live on Sky TV and make a mockery of our football club, what we stand for. Those six wasn't perfect, people. David Dean wasn't perfect. You know what I mean? You know, they wasn't perfect. Lady Nina Bracewell Smith, she wasn't perfect. But they was Arsenal. That was the group of Arsenal. Those six who I mentioned, they was Arsenal. And they would not stand for someone like Moneypenny, the little twat, going live on TV and making a mockery of Arsenal Football Club. They would ban him from the club. And on that, it was amazing. I'm sure it was against Leeds or Forest. It was brilliant to see Ken Fryer the ex-secretary, director, he had a lot of roles at Arsenal Football Club. It were amazing to see that it was at the Emirates, in the crowd, in the attendance, just turned 91, let's say around about a month ago now, maybe 5 weeks ago. It was absolutely brilliant to see Ken Fryer. It really was. I really did enjoy seeing that moment. Um, where are we? Gonna fly it too, big up Kwame. Great to see people bigging Kwame up. AJ, big up Gavin L every time. Gonna fly 82, big up Gavin L. Gavin L, big up Kwame. Everybody bigging up Gavin. Kwame, Canton, Simeu, and Igel are comedians. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're wankers. They are absolute wankers. But Rory, I think Rory's up there. I really do. I really do. He's one of the worst. It's his voice as well. Well, Arteta's really good. And, everybody's talking about him. You need to really stop it. All these toxic Arsenal fans, I love Arteta. I lick his licorice head on a poster before I go to bed at night. God, his voice, man. Um, Gabriel, where are we? Gabriel, big up. Gonna fly fetch two Kwame, respect. Gonna fall and Gav. Where are we? Gabriel, big up AJ, Kwame. Your Chris will get better. I trust him. Me too, Kwame. But I don't trust the manager, and I think it's the manager what's causing it. I really do, brother. Um, where are we? Joe's gonna go in. Alexander Isaac was only good last season because of Murphy crosses. He's a passenger at times. Isaac doesn't look interested. Yeah, Jacob Murphy did set him up a lot. Kwame, you are right, Rich Kwame. Exactly. Utter bullshit. Absolutely. Gonna fly it too, Kwame. People like Igor, Robbie, and most of AFT. Emery talks bollocks. Take your pick. Absolutely. There's loads of them. There's loads of them going for life. And you know what? Turkish has left AFTV now. Troops has left AFTV. I mean, because I bet they looked at it and think, I don't know if it's true, but I bet they look and think, what are we bringing into this channel? We're making ourselves look daft sometimes, bringing these pathetic people. Yeah, I know it brings views in, etc. But I don't know. I don't know why they've left, but I think Turkey said he wants to focus on his own life, etc. So I don't know. I don't know. Kwame, exactly. Gunner for life. 82. I can't stand Canton, Igel, and Stricto, who talk shit. Yeah, Stricto. He's not worse than Harry and everybody and Tom and Rory, but he does cover up a lot. Kwame, David Dean was the best. He's a he's Mr. Arsenal. David Dean is Mr. Arsenal. He brought Arsene Wenger to this football club, had meetings with him, had meals with tried to get him over. He wouldn't leave Japan. Then he finally got him over. David Dean, how he's not got a statue outside this stadium is disgusting. And George Graham. Gonna fly it to FTV in the driving seat for all his BS. Now they got their new front man, the bummer boy geezer. What a joke. Absolutely. Yeah, they've gone all like Christian and that. You know what I mean? They want all nicey nice people and people that cover up. With Fly 52, Kwame, when David Dean let that was the start of the demise of our once great club. Yep. As soon as David Dean went, absolutely. Kwame Igel blames players, then Arteta Igel is a four. Absolutely. With Fly 52, Igel is like a child in the playground, lying his ass. He is. 100%, 100%. He is going to fly. Absolutely. Kwame, Shame Troops and Turks left AFTV. Yeah, Kwame. Christian talks crap too. Yeah, Christian covers up. People, it's absolutely pathetic. It really is. Let's just have a look. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's just see if there's any breaking news. Let's just have a look. What's going around on the channels? Let's have a look. See what's happened today. Let's just see. Right. So we'll have a look, people. See what we've got surfacing today on the football news. See what you think. See if it's out interesting. Let's just have a look. Oh, I don't know if that's just there we go. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Um, oh God, straight there. Saw it. Look, that sake. Jamie Carragher explains the difference between Martin Odegaard's camera antics against Liverpool and Enzo Maresca's late celebration. It's not a media narrative against Arsenal. My God, I don't want to get done for copywriting, so I can't really. I don't know if I will. I did from the overlap. John Stones on Manchester City's parking the bus at Arsenal. It wasn't planned to do that. We don't want to believe it isn't the right way to win a match. I think next time we have to go there and play our game. This is interesting. In the Arsenal under 21, sorry, in the Arsenal under 12 side, Max Darman excelled, here we go, as both a defensive midfielder and attacking midfielder. To further his development, he was deployed in numerous positions, including centre back. Freaking hell. What a player he is, people. I I just think he's absolutely class. I just hope it continues. I really do. I I just think again, this manager could ruin him. Arsenal have renewed, yep, rewarded David Raya with an improved contract, which will see him again, which will see him gain a pay rise while the contract length stays the same. Okay, which we know, yeah, the agreement was reached earlier this summer. So obviously the contract stays around, I think it's 2028, but he's going to get a pay rise. That why do Arsenal have to make the best shirts, the goalkeeper tops. Just, I think it's Adidas. I think it's just because I'm a massive, massive fan of Adidas, and I always have been. I always have been. So, so there's that one of David Raya. We know that. Majority of developments, Arsenal are assessing to overall the Emirates to a 70,000 seater. I've heard 73 seater come inside the ground. The club have options to change the gradient of the stands and can adapt the seating to fit more fans. Yeah, we know that. Arsenal exploring a major Emirates stadium overall that could see a temporary move to Wembley. Yep, would make it the largest Premier League capacity in London. Well, I remember last time we moved to Wembley with the Emirates, and if I remember right, it didn't work. I don't think we was that good. I'm sure we wasn't. The moment David Raya, yeah, I mean, found out set to become a father. I mean, just I don't know. I just don't think people. Why would you post stuff like that? Arsenal are in discussions over extending their sponsorship deal with Visit Rwanda. Well, this is what puzzles me. Why haven't we been to Rwanda on tour, like we go to Singapore, like we go to America? So I'm shocked. I'm a bit not shocked. I'm sorry. I'm a bit puzzled about that. Bukayo Saka on getting mocked for limping. It's part of it. I have blood on my hand, my nose is bleeding, my shorts are all blood. And after they say that I'm limping, it's a compliment. As a creative player, a winger that wants to dribble, you're going to get kicked. It's up to you. You have a choice. Do you get on with it or do you go down? I always make the choice to continue. Yeah, you do, Saka. I've seen you been kicked loads of times. You do literally continue, but this manager as well doesn't take you off. Obviously, the sad one, Manchester City pay tribute to the late, obviously former Arsenal striker Billy Vigor this weekend. Yeah, who obviously we know passed for, I mean, 21, a really bad injury. Um, Jamie Carragher. Jamie Carragher, if you are talking all-round midfielder, Declan Rice would just pip Moises Caicedo for me. I think he's just got a little bit of extra quality with the ball. This guy, people, he should be our captain. He should be our captain. I really do think so. Um, so let's just have a look if Rory is saying anything. Let's just see if there's any excuses. I sometimes like to look at this because I just think it's pathetic, man. Like the way that do you know what I mean? Expansion, David Ray new contract. What's with the Rice comparisons? 'cause they want to, Rory. They'll say what they want. What's it got I mean, what just fucking hellfire. Sucking arses all time of Arsenal Football Club and Arteta especially. So what's he saying here? This is disingenuous because the league positions are directly tied to results each of our teams got against them. He said if Liverpool had beaten Palace and Arsenal had lost to Newcastle, Newcastle would be sixth, while Palace would be 11th. Liverpool had beaten Chelsea, Chelsea would be 14th, whilst if Arsenal had lost to Man United would be sixth. God. I know Arsenal are doing well when conversations shift from Arteta to whether or not XYZ is world class or not. Just shut the fuck up, man. You absolutely wet wipe, suck arse, twat. They've absolutely teased mid Hunter fans at the end of Edgate. Don't even know what that means. I don't even know what he's on about. Um, cheers to another year. Yeah, we watched it, Rory. You probably about one. Just give me an injury-free international break, please. Oh, excuses already in. So there's a bit of news. There's a few things going on, not much. Um, so it's not really that much. Let me just see. Flames players and four, yeah. Goes like a child. Kwame, shame true, yep. Kwame Christian D talks crap too. Joe's gonna go in. Big name players have to perform. None of Gyökeres, Elanga, and Bemo, Isaac have really performed yet. No, they haven't, Joseph. That's a good point. They haven't. Kwame, Rich, take care. Big up, Kwame. Take care, brother. Good to see you in the chat. Good Fly 82. Well, that's not rocket science. You have to put youth players in multiple positions to learn where they're best suited. Absolutely. Um, and when I looked at that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But then obviously you go down, further down the writing, and then you're like, well, yeah. Because I was thinking when I first seen it, oh, what's Arteta doing now? Trying to play him as a defensive midfielder. And then it, obviously, like you just said, gonna fly, it comes down. And I'm like, yeah, on about in his obviously really early career. I'm gonna fly 52. Take care, Kwame. Yeah, big up, Kwame. Take care, brother. AJ Nine Lights. Gonna fly 52. We finally disagree on something, Rich. I think Gabriel Mag should be captain, but it's only because I prefer a centre back to be captain. Gonna for life 82. You might call it disagree, but I do agree with you. I would say Declan Rice should be captain, but if you're saying Gabriel, that I would not be against that whatsoever. I just think Declan Rice should get it, but if it were Gabriel, I'd be on board 100%. Gabriel would make a really good captain, but I just think Declan Rice edges it. I don't know why, but Gabriel, I would love, like you said, a warrior, a leader, a winner, someone with grit. And Gabriel's definitely got that, but I just think Declan Rice has got a little bit more. Let's um let's just let's just see what we think what will be, which I think will be, um, what I think Arteta's going to do. Um, I believe he's going to do this. This is what I think he's going to do after international break, and I do not want this. Do you know what, people? I can't stand the 4-3-3. Sometimes you have to go for it. You know what I mean? I agree. Change that formation, but I don't like it, and that's Arteta. I do the 4-3-2-1. I think that formation looks brilliant. It even looks better as a layout for a start. That looks like you've got like less players. You put 4-3-2-1, and it looks even like you've got an extra man. But I think this is what he's going to do. If Martin Odegaard, let's just say, even misses 1 month, which I think it's going to be longer. I really do. If it's a grade two, it's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks. If it's grade three, it could be about 3 months. But if he's a grade two, grade one, it could be 2 to 4. I think he's going to miss I don't think he's going to be back till December, or he might miss rest of this year, and his 2025's done. But I think this is what he's going to do, people. I honestly think this is what Arteta's going to do, and I don't like it whatsoever. I really don't. I don't look at that and feel confident at all. I don't like the formation. I don't like the players he's choosing, but I think he's going to do it. I really do. And if Kai Havertz was injury free and he was available, Kai Havertz would be there in place of Moreno. I think that's what he's going to do. Obviously, we know what's going to happen here. We know. Oh, sorry, wrong. I want to see Nkapi left back, but and I'd love to see Miles Lewis Skelly play, which I want to see him in midfield, but it's not going to happen. So we'll talk a little bit about Miles Lewis Skelly and Ethan in a minute because I think that's a hot topic. I honestly think they're going to get fed up. I really do. Um, he's okay. To me, he's doing okay. I'm not trusting him yet, and I would still sell him tomorrow, but he looks decent at the moment this season. And I'm not going to lie, you've got to admit it when you see it. He looks okay this season. If he can stay injury free, it could be very good as a left back. But I'm not there yet. But I think that's what he's going to do. People, I don't like it. Oh, let's remember goalkeeper. Tell me if what in chat, people. Tell me if you like that because I don't. I don't like that at all. Bring that a little bit closer. I think that's what he's going to do. I think he'll want to. I think he'll use Moreno, but in that number 10 to replace Martin Odegaard, who I don't relate Martin Odegaard as number 10. I don't rate Mikel Moreno as a number 10. So let me know in the chat what you think. That I don't like that, and I think that he could do it. I think Arteta might do that. I really don't like it. So he's got to go in. Declan Rice has more good games as number 6, in my opinion. When he's at number 8, sometimes he's good, sometimes poor. He always, I know what you're saying. Declan Rice does flag a bit, and he doesn't look like he's, but he'll always try. He will always try for Arsenal. I will give him that. He does try all the time and never gives up. AJ Gunnerfly 52. I fully agree with that. Gabriel Magalhaes should be captain. Gunnerfly 82. I don't like it either, Rich. I reckon we should play 4-1-2-3. Ah, that's interesting. 4-1-2-3. No 582, IDM and one DM and two cams. Yeah, yeah. AJ 4-1-2-3 with Rice in that 6, then Eze and Ethan yeah, I'd love that. AJ, that'd be quality. I'd freaking love that, man. Absolutely. So yeah, okay. And again, people, I am no expert at this. I'm still learning. Um, so that's what I think Arteta's going to do. Personally, I would like those two there, you there. This is where the problem comes, the left wing. And you know what? I just want this guy to play football for Arsenal. I want to see this guy playing. And I mentioned this the other day, and I would even push. I would even do this, and I don't want to do it, but I want Ethan Wanyeri to start playing. I want to see him playing for this club. I'm sick of him not playing. I'd even do that. I would even do that if you had to. I really would. Or do you know some games? I'd do this. Where are we now? Where are we now? I would even do this some games. So you got like a 4-1-2-3. Obviously, you ain't going to stay there, pal. But then who goes there? Um, um, I'm going to have to go with again. I just don't trust Arsenal's left wing. I don't trust what we've got. But looking at that in some games, I think that's frightening. That's frightening. In some games, I would do that. I really would have these two causing problems all over. There. Declan Rice sit around here. Maybe it's stretched to about there. Maybe not further than that, and keep that central position protected. Being the enforcer. But I would even like to see this, but I just don't. But imagine that, and I know it's not a pipe dream, but just imagine this for a minute. Imagine this. Imagine that. Oh man, that looks quality. Just imagine that. I'm a massive fan of this guy, by the way. I think he would definitely sign for Arsenal and all, but his contract, again, I don't think it ends till like 28, 29. But I still think Arsenal would get him out of Bournemouth. I really do. But just imagine that. Shift him up there a little bit. I think that would be quality. I would love to see Semenyo as left winger, and I believe Semenyo could play all over. Left wing, right wing, 10. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Number 582. One thing I do know as well, Odegaard should be nowhere near the captaincy. 100% going to fly. Martin Odegaard is the weakest captain in football I have ever seen. Joe's going to go to Ethan. Won't start one Prem game. AJ, Joseph, you're right, mate. And he's going to leave. He's going to leave Arsenal, people. He's going to get fed up and he's going to leave Arsenal. He is too good. He's currently an under 21 Euro Championship winner with England. He's won a trophy already, more than what so many players at Arsenal have done. Haven't won anything. He's not good. And I'll talk about it. Right. The thing is now, in this day and age in social media, players might not look at social media, they might not be on it, might not, but I guarantee you, and I keep saying this, family members, the grandma, the granddad, the auntie, the uncle, or whatever, the sisters, brothers. Oh, look at what you've been, Ethan. Look what's happening with you on social media. You're getting so much really good reviews. Everyone's talking about you. You've lit Arsenal up. Everyone wants to see you playing. They loved how you were playing last season. You scored 8, 9 goals last season. He's going to see it. He's going to hear about it. He might be like, I don't want to see it, but just tell me. And they might text him, tell him a few words, what's been said. You can't get away from it, no matter what you do no more from social media. And he's going to look at it and think, you know what? I am good. Everybody's seeing it. Everybody's realizing it. I'm a good footballer. And you know what? I don't deserve to be on the bench. He knows playing for Arsenal is his dream. Of course it is. He's loving it. He's a young lad. He's 18-year-old. You know, he's living his dream. And it's a squad game. You win, you slog out for 9 months, you win a Premier League title, Champions League, cup competitions, you go for 9 months, and it needs to be a squad. But he's too good. He's not just an average player what sits on bench. Miles Lewis Skelly, same. These are different people. These are different guys in my chat. Honestly, these are not just average players what we've got just to make the numbers up. These are a talent. These are a very, very good talent. And people say, like, again, what you on about? He's only 18. Oh my God, he's 18. Oh, what are you talking about? I'm raging right now. You know what I mean? What a fucking wet wipe that guy is. But what I'm saying is that I don't care if he's 18. In this day and age, that means you should be in and around that team, knowing where you're going to be. It, it, it's Yameen Yamal set the benchmark. You know what I mean? Yildiz at Juventus, another young player. These players now at that age, at 18, know what it's like and the weight on the shoulders now, and all the pressure from the social media. Like I said, might not look at it, might not be on any, but I guarantee you they'll be told what's been said, or sent clips or images, and they want to win trophies. They want to be in first team. They want to play football. They want to do it as early as they can. So when Ethan Manieri gets to 20-year old, he can say, I'm a first teamer. I'm in and around the first team constantly. I play most games. If it's not me, it'll be someone else in my position, but I'll be playing next game. I'm always playing. They don't want to get to 20-year-old and say, well, he's still a substitute for Arsenal. It's not, and they've signed another player in his position. I'm telling you now, Ethan Wanyeri, he's confident in his own ability, and he knows for a fact how good he is, and he will leave Arsenal. by this season. If he does not get played, he will get fed up. He will. He will. He'll want to play football. These players now want to reach like the level fast because sometimes it could be over in a month. You could get a massive injury and it's done. So again, I'll obviously take him back out, but can Ethan Wanyeri deliver on the left wing? Now he can. He would be effective. Saka would be effective on left wing, but I'd love to keep Saka there. But to me, go and do that. And then obviously we ain't got Semenyo. I'd love to sign him. I'd love it if we sign him. I really would. But you have to go with Martinelli. Do I trust him? No, I don't. No, I don't. We should have sold him. We should have sold him. But what I'm saying, people, this guy's got to start playing. But he's going to leave. He's going to leave. And so is him. So is him. These two, let me tell you now, like I've just said, Ethan Wanyeri, Miles Lewis Skelly are not your just average players who you have on the bench to make the numbers up. I'm telling you now, they are different class. They are not just players who make numbers up. They know and they are confident in their own ability. Him, debut for England, scores on it, scores on his debut. You know, he's going to be looking now and thinking, I want to be on that plane to that World Cup. I want to go to America to play in that World Cup. So I just I honestly think these two are going to. Let's just see how the season goes. But I think these two, especially Ethan, I think they're starting to have doubts already and thinking, I'm not really going to get much minutes at this club. And I think they're going to start thinking, I might have made a mistake. Miles Lewis Skelly, I think he's going to get more minutes than Ethan Wanyeri, but I think Ethan Wanyeri will get fed up first. And you know what? I could see him smashing it in somewhere like Dortmund. Bayern Munich would get minutes, not a lot, but I think he would get more at Arsenal. At Dortmund, he would definitely get more minutes. I could see him at Atletico Madrid just getting so many minutes that other teams have really could. And I mean, I don't know. We could be wrong. I could be wrong. They could be so happy and like, I don't care if I don't play all this season. I'm getting ready to be, first teamer next year or so. I just don't see that. I think Ethan Wanyeri and Maslow Skelly know for a fact. Look at they've got other young players around him. O'Reilly, at Man City playing as left back now. These two was our breakthrough. They broke through last season, and it was one of the biggest positives because there wasn't many at all last season for Arsenal. These two were our biggest positives, I would say, for Arsenal last season. And to me now, it looks like Arteta's just used you. Yeah, see you, pal. And even Ranieri last season, towards the end of it, Arteta took piss out of him. Absolute took piss out. And you know what really makes me annoyed? The audacity of this club to come out and say, well, he kind of like ran into a brick wall with his wide development. Fuck off. He was so effective on that right wing when he was coming on for Arsenal or playing and covering Saka. He was very effective. Absolutely bullshit, that was. Just going to go in. Ethan won't start. No. AJ going to fly for 82. Definitely not get Odegaard out our club. I know. He's got to go. Just sell him. Just sell him. Sell Kai Havertz, sell Martin Odegaard, sell Martinelli, or maybe keep Martinelli as a backup. Sell Trossard. They've got to go. They've got to go. They're going to fly. 82 definitely. Just going to go in. Won't happen for a while. AJ Arteta loves him absolutely. Odegaard and Kai Havertz is Arteta's love child, man. Gonna fly. That is the team, Rich. I'm gonna fly for 82. Only I would play Skelly in front of Calafiori. I know. I know. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's a shame because Calafiori's been good this season. He has. We can't take that away from him. But I still think Miles Lewis Skelly is good as a left back, and he was good last season. Yes, he's a bit rash and stretches out a little bit too much on his last man. But like Shane Gunner always says, it always mentions it. Miles Lewis Skelly has to start getting games in midfield, but I don't even think that's in consideration for I really don't. He could have played him against Port Vale in midfield. He could have put Miles Lewis Skelly in midfield against Port Vale. Nah, no. Didn't even no. So I don't think we're gonna ever see it, people. I really don't. So and then in Cappy, which I do want to see as left back, I really do. I think he's a bit like Calafiori, but I think he's a steam train as well. He's strong, he's powerful, he's quick, and he's level-headed. But a minute, you have to say, and I will say it, Calafiori, simply he has to keep playing left back. You know, you won't want to drop him now at the moment, but I just see from Ranieri more than Miles at the moment. I see from Ranieri getting fed up and thinking, well, young guys around me, they're playing. You know, I played last season. I did well. I scored 9 goals in I think all competitions. I mean, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Like, what a breakthrough season that is. Where are we? AJ, or we play Rice, MLS double six, Eze 10, Saka left wing, Ethan right wing. That could be interesting, AJ. Rice and Miles, yeah, that could be interesting. Gonna fly back to two. That would also work, AJ. Yeah, yeah. And it'd be good for someone like Miles Lewis Scared to learn from Declan Rice. Just gonna go to the thing is, Ethan, no point any of us saying it because he just not going to play until Arteta is gone. I agree, Joseph. That's what I'm saying. This manager's bringing so many problems, man, to this club. You know, yes, we're top at league, and you know, a defense is fantastic. Arteta's done this, but I just he causes so many problems. His interviews are pathetic. They're embarrassing. There's no plan B. Currently, with Mikel Arteta, we're not playing at Wembley. We're not reaching any single final. We're not winning any trophy whatsoever. And they are the three facts. I love to say that because that is factually correct currently with Mikel Arteta. No Wembley, no final, no trophies. Going to fly it too. Our defense and goalkeeper are very good. Absolutely. We don't need to play two DMs every game. No, we don't, going to fly. Absolutely. Our defense is absolutely incredible. And it's stacked as well. There's so many numbers there. And goalkeeper, David Raya, brilliant goalkeeper. Yes, he's a bit cocky at times, holds on to the ball, but he's brilliant, man. Absolutely. I'm going to fly 52. Just going to go on it pains me, but I have to agree. Ethan should have gone out on loan. Yeah, loan till Arteta is gone. Yeah, and and you know what? Like DJB mentions it, and all. I do agree with DJB, and I have said this as well. I don't know if we said it at the same time. I see Emil Smith Rowe effect with Arteta under currently with Ethan Wanieri. Yeah, Emil Smith Rowe. I think it was an interview post match. Yeah, Emil Smith Rowe. Yeah, Smith Rowe is part of plans when they're asking him. Like, I think he scored. I don't know if it that game when Smith Rowe scored against Aston Villa, where ran him at Emirates and just placed the ball, basically curled it in bottom corner. Great goal, steamed forward and put the ball. And I think it might have been that match. I don't know. And he's like, yeah. So it's obviously Emil Smith Rowe in your plans, Mikel. Yeah. You know, he's always great to have. He's a good option, and you know we need to keep him in the team. What a load of bullshit! What a lying wanker! After that, he hardly ever even played. And I just see the same effect with Ethan Wanieri. What happened with Emil Smith Rowe? I hope I'm wrong, but I just see it. Logic FC, bro, that won't happen. Logic FC, Rice is not a DM, mate. Logic, what we say, it just won't happen, mate. It's good to see in the chat, new to the chat as well. Please smash the likes and subscribe as well if anybody's new to the channel. AJ Logic FC, simple question. If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, would you sack him? AJ Logic FC, of course, Rice is a DM that can play 8, but he is a DM first. I don't know with Declan Rice. People know more. People say he's an 8, he's a 6, he's a DM, he's all this, all the. I just look at Declan Rice in my old school, our word things, in my old school ways. I look at Declan Rice, he's a baller. He's got great energy. Sometimes he's flagging near end of game, but he will keep going to that last second. He's a bit of a ball breaker. He's very good at passing. Fantastic set pieces, especially corners. It's man, the whip and the power and the accuracy at times is just perfect. I see him as an engine. Do I see him as an attacking player? It's there in his game. It is there in its game, and I see him breaking into the box kind of player. But I can't get in my head with Declan Rice. I can't relate him to a Patrick Vieira, a Manuel Petit. Um, I just can't. So I can't call Declan Rice full ball breaking powerhouse, a defensive midfielder. I think what Jamie Carragher said, Declan Rice is an all rounder. He's got 30% of this, 30% of that, 20%. I think that's what you could call Declan Rice. I think it is because he's very good as a defensive midfielder. He likes to break into the box, maybe not as much as he should. He's got a very good pass on him. He's especially his corners. You have to emphasize that word. His corners are incredible at times. The way the power and the accuracy. Um, and he's an engine. He's a baller. So I think to me, I just call Declan Rice as an all rounder. That's how I'm going to label. That's how I'm going to title him. I can't say that. I don't know if people agree. Chat might be talking bollocks, but I just can't say Declan Rice is a ball breaking powerhouse defensive midfielder. I can't say he's an attacking midfielder. I think he's an all rounder. And that's what I'm going to keep with Declan Rice. I think he's an all rounder. I can't say he's a Patrick Vieira, a Manuel Petit. Um, he's got snippets of so many different attributes, and that's what I use as Declan Rice. That's how I kind of would say Declan Rice is what I would call him. He's an all rounder. Percentages of all different attributes of a midfielder. Um, Good if it to Rice played a DM for West Ham. Yeah, that's what I mean. He did, but I just can't. I struggle with Declan Rice. I really do. Like Zubamendi, Zubamendi's just a calm, nice, relaxed midfielder. Wants the ball, passes it fast. Don't want no one pressuring him, breathing down his neck. So with Zubamendi, yeah, I mean, even Zubamendi, like with an example here. An example. Petit and Vieira was both a ball breaking powerhouse. There was enforcers. There were steam trains. Petit were a bit more calmer, and Patrick Vieira would steam forward and charge forward a lot more. But that combination of Patrick Vieira and Manuel Petit was absolutely perfect. It's one of the best we've ever seen in Premier League. 100% it is. But with Declan Rice and Zubamendi, I don't see one full 100% ball breaking powerhouse defensive midfielder in that. Now, people might not agree in chat, but I don't see a Patrick Vieira in Declan Rice, or definitely not in Zubamendi. Emmanuel Petit, these similar kind of things from Declan Rice and Zubamendi, but I don't believe Arsenal have got a ball-breaking powerhouse, an absolute beast. Newcastle's got Joe Linton, who's an absolute warrior and a tank. You know what I mean? He is. He's a powerhouse. So I just when people say, he's an attacking midfielder, he's a defensive midfielder, I think Declan Rice is an all rounder. He's got percentages of all attributes required to be a midfielder. So I don't know. I might be waffling and talking shite there, but I just don't. I just see Declan Rice as an all rounder. I think he's class. I think he's absolutely brilliant. I really do. Logic FC, he ain't a DM. He is a box to box. It's not. Nah. I can't see a box to box. He's not a box to box to me. Scores more. I can't see. I can't say that. No, he's an all rounder. People, let me know in the chat what you think. I think Declan Rice is an all rounder. I can't put a title on him. He is an all rounder. Percentages of everything, of attributes required to be a midfielder. AJ, without MLS left back last season, Arteta would have been fucked. 100% AJ. Great point. That is absolutely big up my guy. Absolutely. And he needed Ethan Wanyeri as well to cover Bukayo Saka. And the fucking prick this season's just literally, yeah, we don't need you no more. Logic FC, not a box to box because he's attacking play is not good enough. So I mean, AJ, he's not a box to box man. A box to box, that's Frank Lampard, people. Yeah, surely. Help me out here. A box to box is Frank Lampard, who's scoring 15 goals a season at least. That to me, that's a box to box and attack. That Frank Lampard's a perfect example. Funny enough, both played for West Ham. Going to fly 52, and Ethan covered for Saka brilliantly last season. Didn't get 10. Did he get 10 goals? Absolutely. Going to fly. I think he scored 9 in all competitions, to be honest. But what a breakthrough season, man. AJ, then why, when bought it in for £105 million, Logic FC was we told we brought the best DM in the workshop? AJ World, gonna fly for it too. If Nkappi plays well at left back, get Skelly into midfield. Yep, absolutely gonna. AJ, the best team we have, in my opinion, Raya, Nkappi, Gabriel, Magalhaes, Saliba, Timber, Rice, MLS, double, 6, Eze, 10, Saka, mm, yeah, Saka left wing, Ethan right wing, Victor. I'd love to see that, AJ. I'd love to see that. AJ through on my time, Rich and chat. Where are we going? Oh, big. I think you're going, AJ. If you are, big up to you, my guy. Brilliant to see you in the chat again, brother. Take care. Gonna fly fit to big up, AJ. Gonna fly fit to Declan Rice is the only one who I would trust to play a lone DM. Yeah, gonna fly absolutely. And I don't think he's a proper defensive midfielder, but he is the only one I would say out of the currently midfielders I would trust. 100%. Zubamendi would get bullied. Norgard, I just don't think he's got enough about him to do it. And Mikhail Moreno, I mean, well, I have a title for him, by the way. Moreno is Arsenal's lucky weapon. That's all I see him as. AJ, I'm hoping for a good game in the England vs Wales game, considering I am actually there. However, despite being there, I don't want to see Rice and Saka play. We need them for Arsenal. Yep, unfortunately, AJ, I hope you enjoy that as well, my guy. But fortunately, AJ, we don't get a choice in that, and I see Declan Rice and Saka playing, especially Saka. Tuchel will want to know what Saka's about now after his injury. He'll want to get him back in team. Logic FC all rounder means box to box. Well, I don't agree. I think an all rounder means you're a defensive midfielder, you're an attacking midfielder, you've got an engine on you, an enforcer. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, people. I don't know. But to me, a box to box is Frank Lampard all day long, who literally breaks into that box to score goals, and Declan Rice does not do that every game. AJ Logan FC again. Some question: if Arteta doesn't win anything this season, would you sack him? AJ gonna fly it too. I fully agree. He's the only one that can play the lone six at the club. I 100% agree on that. There's only one. Declan Rice is the only one I would trust to be that lone DM. AJ, personally, I don't think Zumendi is good enough. I would trade him for Adam Watson in a heartbeat. Yep, apparently he's got a gentleman's agreement, people. He can leave Crystal Palace, I think. Or did I can't remember what I've seen there. Apparently he can leave Crystal Palace for around 60 million, I think, next summer. I'm sure I've seen that. I've read something about it. It is a gentleman agreement, sorry. And I think it can leave for around about 60 million. Good to flag it too. If Rice gets injured, you would be seeing two DMs every game. So that's Subit, Moreno, or Norgard. They are weak, 100%. AJ, gonna flag it too. Again, no, he isn't. No, he isn't, because of box to box goals and assists. Rice doesn't do that. Absolutely. Gully FC, AJ, laugh out loud, deleted that one. Am I people? Can people? To me, Frank Lampard is a perfect box to box who breaks into the box to score goals. Please let me know in chat if I'm wrong about that, because Frank Lampard was a phenomenal midfielder when he scored goals. He was scoring like 12 to 15, sometimes 20 goals from midfield a season. Let me know in chat if I've got this wrong, because to me, a box to box is where you are in the centre midfield, obviously where you is a midfielder, and you break into the box to score goals. I mean, to me, Frank Lampard's a perfect example. AJ Logic FC again. No, he isn't, because we're the goals and assist. Going to fly fit to Lampard, Gerrard are absolutely. Lampard and Gerrard are OGs box to box. Thank you very much, Going to fly. I will go in. I was thinking I hope I got this wrong, but yeah, Lampard and Gerrard, and Lampard were better than Gerrard at scoring goals. AJ going to fly fit to Rice injury, and the league is gone. Same with Timber. Yeah, Timber, what a player, man. Good for Life 82, AJ agree, Logic FC. So he comparing Rice with Keane, Vieira, Makalele, Tory. I've not mentioned any of them players at all. Patrick Vieira was a defensive midfielder, by the way, a ball breaking powerhouse who didn't hardly score any goals for Arsenal. He scored against Newcastle, he scored against Leicester, he didn't score many goals in season. Roy Keane scored against Arsenal a few times. Wasn't not a Lampard, not a Gerrard, nowhere near. Makelele, he was just an absolute no-nonsense defensive midfielder who allowed nothing to go unturned. He was just perfect. He would not. He hardly made any mistakes. And Yaya Toure, now Yaya Toure to me was a defensive midfielder, a ball breaking powerhouse, an enforcer, a steam train, and someone what would get in that box and score goals. So I might have got this wrong. I don't know. AJ, going to flag it too about Lampard and Gerrard because they actively had goals and assists 100%. Logic FC. Actually, Tory was box to box. Tory was everything, man. Don't get, Yaya Toure was like an enforcer, a ball breaker, ball breaking powerhouse, a defensive midfielder, a goal getter. You can't just keep saying box to box. AJ Lloyd FC, why do you care about Rice above everything else? Logic FC, what is above? AJ, why are you going to go so hard to be right about Rice? Do you love him more than Arsenal Football Club or something? Going to fly 52. Kante was one of the best. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, people. Please let me know in my chat if I have just been saying things wrong there when I'm saying like Yaya Toure was not just a box to box. It was a defensive midfielder, a ball breaking powerhouse, an enforcer. Brilliant at passing the ball. His charges forward would open defenses up in seconds. They'd shit the same when he ran towards you, and he used to get in the box to score goals. He's an all rounder. Surely, I've just mentioned attributes there regarding his position slash midfield. You know, Frank Lampard was not a defensive midfielder. He was a very, very clever midfielder, what broke into the box and scored at least 12 to 15 goals a season from midfield. Uh, Tell me if I'm wrong, man. I'm not bothered if I'm wrong, but please tell me if I'm getting this wrong. Yaya Toure, like an all-rounder. Frank Lampard in that box to score goals. Not a defensive midfielder whatsoever. A great passer of the ball, intelligent footballer. Steven Gerrard. Now, Gerrard was a bit of a defensive midfielder, but also would break into the box to score goals. And obviously a very clever footballer. Kante, DM. DM, DM, DM. No nonsense. Simple football. Brick wall in the centre midfielder, even though he's tiny. Makelele, same. I might have got this wrong. Please let me know, man. Please let me know. Absolutely, yeah, one of the best DMs too. Can't 100% gonna fly. He was fantastic at Leicester, and he was brilliant at Chelsea. And what a bargain he was for about 4 or 5 million. I think it was from Cannes, the French team. I think he came from there. Uh, AJ gonna fly. 82 facts. Logic FC. Kante is and Rice ain't that. AJ yeah was for where are we? AJ Yaya was far more than just a box. Absolutely, AJ. Yaya Toure was absolutely a steam train, a powerhouse, a ball breaker, could pass a ball perfectly at times from 10 yard, 20 yard, 40 yard, and would land in the box ready to just to put the ball in the net, or he would just run straight through everybody and put the ball in net. Yaya Toure was definitely more than just a box to box. He was a ball breaking powerhouse defensive midfielder if he needed to be. Gonna fly 52. Yeah, was like you said, a great all rounder. Thank you, man. Logic FC, you said just Frank ain't a DM. You said just Frank ain't a DM, but then call him a box to box. Frank Lampard was not a defensive midfielder. He was a midfielder what was in there to do his job, what had an engine on him, what could pass the ball and get attacks flowing and moving, and end up in the box and put the ball in the net 9 times out of 10, would score. He was not a defensive midfielder. He could tackle, of course he could, and he could break play up, but he wasn't a ball breaker. He wasn't a Patrick Vieira. He was not nothing like that. But he was a phenomenal midfielder and one of the best we've ever seen in the Premier League. Probably the best when it comes to goals as a midfielder in the Premier League. What would love to break into that box and score goals. But he wasn't just a box to box. I just don't. To me, that box to box sounds shit. It's a pathetic name when you think about it. And I never really thought about it much, but I'm thinking it's bullshit. What? Like it's just like saying a box to box. Oh, he goes from centre position straight to box. No, he don't. No, he don't. Patrick Vieira never used to do that. I don't like this box to box. I think when I think about it, I think why is it called box to box? Maybe people in chat can enlighten me and tell me. I think it sounds crap, and when I think about it, I don't think it because it's like saying, oh, even though people don't say it, but you just say a player goes from box to box. Well, some of them don't. Some of them like to break play up. Get attacks moving, get attacks flowing, um, pass a 30, 40-yard ball, and then end up in the box, like what they kind of do naturally, and that's their game. End up in the box, but just saying the box to box, I prefer an all rounder. But then when you label Kante, like Gunnar Flies just said, and Makalele, they're defensive midfielders. The defensive midfield. Kante didn't give a shit about scoring. His job will be, I will sit here and I will take everything what happens coming towards me and make sure it does not get by me. They are so positioned, they are so disciplined. That's their area. I don't care about scoring. I'm a defensive midfielder and I will break this play up and stop the opponent scoring. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Good flag 82 Lampard was a cam, in my opinion. I mean, I just want to call Lampard a midfielder, a midfield goal machine with a very intelligent play about him. Sorry, with very intelligence to his game, high intelligence to his game, but an absolute goal machine from midfield. I couldn't believe sometimes when that guy were reaching 20 goals from midfield. It were unreal. Um, Going 582, Gerrard was probably the best box to box midfielder I've ever seen. Um, I think Gerrard, like But Gerrard to me was a better tackler, a bit of a more of ball breaker than Frank Lampard, but also could end up in the box and score goals. So I think you've got a really good point there, Gunner for life. I really do. AJ Lodge FC, you honestly really confused me. Who do you even support? Lodge FC, yeah, Gerrard is box to box. Gunner 82. So Logic, are you saying Rice is as good as Gerrard? Logic FC, no, I'm just they play the same roles. I don't even want to talk about Declan Rice yet to Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard. He's got years to even be in that consideration. He's won like obviously with West Ham, won trophy, Europa Cup. Um, but uh, no, not is it the Conference Cup? I can't remember which one he won now. We're going to fly it to Arteta said Moreno is boxed. Is he? Hell, is he bollocks a box to box? That's what I mean, gonna fly. Mikel, is he bollocks? Mikel Moreno, honestly, I'll tell you what Mikel Moreno is for Arsenal. He's like Amaro and Fellaini when he were at Everton. And funnily enough, Arteta, Fellaini, I think they actually played together. Um, that's what Mikel Moreno is at Arsenal. Is a Fellaini, is our secret weapon who you will put on and give a different dimension to the opponent and think, oh, he's going to do so. And he can finish. He actually can finish. He's got a very good finish, but he's not a left winger. He's not a right winger. He's not a number 9. He's not a number 10. He's Arsenal's lucky weapon, who's got a very good finish on him at times. Is he full box to box? Oh my God. In this day and age, some football fans, the way they change the titles and some of them have been watching football about 5 or 8 years. It's pathetic. Mikel Merino is far. He's not a box to box at all. He's just a lucky weapon. He's not really good in any position. Specifically, he's just a lucky weapon for Arsenal. That's what I call Mikel Merino. Good 582. Sorry, logic. I know for fuck's sake. AJ FC, well, Rice is not as good. Sorry, he's not good enough at that role where the goals and assists. No, no, definitely not. Logic FC, he ain't a DM though. Oh my God. I want to say it again. Declan Rice is an all-rounder midfielder. It's a simple way to put a title on him. He can defend. He can ping a ball 20, 30, 40 yard. He can pass short passes. He can create, chances for other players. He can open play up. He can break into the box. I'll say it again. He's got little percentages of all attributes what requires to be a midfielder. He's not a box to box. He's not a DM fully. You know, well, after Arsenal's midfielder, would I trust him more than any other midfielder? Absolutely. And like I think Gunnar Life said, yes, he played a DM at West Ham, but I believe Declan Rice is an all rounder. If you say defensive midfielder, what like Kante and Makalele and Patrick Vieira? No, mate. Mm-mm. No. He can do it. He can play there. He has got, there's times where he could put 11 out of 10 performance in on his defensive kind of side of play. But he's not someone you say he's our proper defensive midfielder, and we trust him like a Patrick Vieira, Mikelele, Kante. No, I think just Declan Rice has got a bit of everything, which is quite good to have. So that's to me, I call Declan Rice an all-rounder. Because I see so much talk about it, I am going with an all-rounder. I just do. And to me, an all-rounder is not a box to box because he's not going from the central position in the box. Central position in the box. He sometimes don't go even in the box. He doesn't sometimes go into the box. So I don't think a box to box is a very good. I think it's pathetic when you call an all-rounder a box to box because that means okay, he's a midfielder. He's in central position. He's always in box. He's always in box. Declan Rice is not always in box at all. So I might be wrong, but I don't agree with box to box. I think it's a pathetic word. I think it's stupid. Like, okay, he's in box. He's in box. No, Declan Rice were in box once in game. That's fucking man. I swear. Sometimes these titles, what people do make up, are pathetic. And I know box to box has been going around for years, but more now when I think about it and in depth think, I think, why the fuck would you call it box to box? It's like saying Declan Rice starts in midfield, he's in the box every attack, he's in the box every attack. No, he's not. No, he's not. But Frank Lampard, he'd be in the box every game. He'd be in the box, and Steven Gerrard near enough every game. So, to me, Declan Rice is an all-rounder who's got percentages of every attribute required to be a midfielder. Because if it's a box to box, then I expect at least 10 Premier League goals from Declan Rice every season. Because you're basically saying it means he's in box every game, he's in the box every attack. No, he isn't. He's not. Um, where are we? AJ, yes, he is. Yes, he is because that's where the best part of his game is. Um, Gonna fly 52 logic, fair, but he is the best for that position with the players we have. He is He is he he is the best for that position with the players we have. Going to fly it to Moreno is a shit Giroud, in my opinion. Well, I'm a massive fan. I don't know about you, Gunnar for life, but I am a massive fan of Olivier Giroud, and I know people might not agree, but I think he's quality, and he's still scoring goals now, and he's now at Lille, I think. And some of his goals that he scored in his career, I think they've been incredible. That goal against Crystal Palace he scored for us. He was scoring at Chelsea. He was scoring at AC Milan. He went to LAFC in the MLS for a little bit in America. He was scoring there. I think Drew. I think he's very underrated, to be honest. And I think he's got 105 goals for Arsenal. I think he's underrated. I'm a massive fan of him. He's levels above Kai Havertz, absolutely levels above. Um, AJ, if Rice plays box to box, Zubimendi is not the answer at DM. 100%, definitely not the answer. I would not trust Zubimendi to be Arsenal's defensive midfielder. Wow. Logic FC all rounder means box to box. Going to fly it to Rice is an old school CM Rich. You're right. He is a good all rounder. Yeah, yeah. He will bat you down. Chase the ball, be at you. Um, That's how I see him. He's got like percentages of different attributes to his game. He's not. I can't call him a defensive midfielder because then I think, well, you're relating him to Patrick Vieira. He's nothing like Patrick Vieira as a defensive midfielder. If you're saying box to box, he's in box all the time. It's nothing like Frank Lampard. You know, he's not even smidgen, tiny bit close to Frank Lampard. And Rice is brilliant, but he's not. He's an all rounder. That's what I use him as. AJ, please like the stream if you have not already. It really helps Rich out. Thank you very much, AJ. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you are well. Hope everybody's doing good and well in the chat as well, by the way. Um, might do another 20-minute people. Where are we? Let me just see. Uh, yep, I've not missed that one neither. Going for live 82. This box to box bollocks is silly apart from the goalkeepers. Every player could be called box to box if you think about it. That's what I mean, mate. That's what I'm saying, going for life. It's like, oh, box to box. It starts there, he goes in box. Starts there, he goes in box. Saliba, he broke. He ended up in box. He's a box to box defender. He's a box to, oh, what the do you know what I mean? It sounds pathetic when you think about it. And I never really thought about it, but I'm thinking, what the fuck? Who's mentioned this? Box to box. Who's made this up? It's pathetic, man. Is he going to fly 82? Facts, going to fly 82. I rate Giroud too. Some of the goals and touches of Moreno up front reminds me of him. I agree. I agree. Going to fly. I do. I agree. AJ, can we just please just buy Gabriel Jesus out of his con? I know, AJ, 100%. I mean, I even forget this player plays for Arsenal. I really do. And it's a big shame because you know what? Anyone who says Gabriel Jesus is a rubbish footballer, have not watched football long enough. He's quality on the ball at time. He's got a very good touch. He's got loads of skill. He's got close control, and he's one of them players where he can get his way out, of any tight angle. Um, and he's got a really good finish on him at times. He really has. We've seen that against Crystal Palace where he just dinked the ball over the keeper's head. I can't remember who played it net, but he scored an hat trick that day, and he just literally chipped it over his head like it were like, I'm not going to put the ball over your head properly. I'm just going to do it a tiny bit so it'll literally just be like you're going to get it, but you've got no chance. And then he gets injured. But in fact, the following week he scores 2 against Brentford as well. So 5 goals in 2 games, and then he gets his injury, obviously. So it's a shame because it'd have been great to see Gabriel Jesus really succeed at Arsenal. It'd have been really good, you know. Um, I think he's a really good footballer, but his time's done at this club, man. I swear to God, he has got to go. He has got to go, and we're probably going to get 20 million from 25 million at the most. Now, if Saudi League approach him, which I think he might just go there, to be honest, I've got a feeling he might just go because he might be like, well, I earn 260 a week, which I've been getting out of Arsenal, but I think he can go to Saudi League and they might say, we'll pay you £400,000 a week. And he would probably smash it, to be honest, in the Saudi League. Um, and I think they would give Arsenal about 40 million. I really do think that. I think any team in Saudi League would pay Arsenal 40 million for Jesus. Now, if it's a European team, you're talking probably 25 million for Gabriel Jesus at the most. I don't see any more we could get for Jesus. I really don't. But the Saudi league, they would probably pay him at least £100,000 a week extra, which we know that, and I think they would pay 40 million to Arsenal. So I really do hope we sell Gabriel Jesus. It's a shame because I think at times some of his skills, his touches, his finishing. You think he's a fantastic footballer, but it's not happened at Arsenal, and it's a shame. And I even forget he's still at Arsenal. I even forget sometimes, like I did with Tommy Asu at times. Think, oh, Tommy Asu, which obviously now we've released. I still think we've still got Gabriel Jesus at Arsenal Football Club, and we still haven't seen we've never seen the best of him. When he first came, he was blasting it. He was literally like, what wow, thank you, Man City. Wow. Do you know what I mean? And then injuries, I think he's had 4 different knee injuries, and that is just not he might even have to retire, if he can't get away from his injuries, that could happen, and it's a shame, but he's gotta go. And I would definitely sell get the mo if any team from the Saudi league turns up and says, "We want Jesus and we will sign him in January and we'll pay you 40 million." If Arsenal turn that down, they are absolutely stupid. They are pathetic. They really are, because that would be an absolute steal if we could take 40 million for Jesus, especially obviously from which it probably will be a Saudi team. That would be really good business, let me tell you. Because we paid like 45, 48 million from, I think. Um, and if we could sell Jesus and Kai Havertz in January, I would love that. And I would go all out and sign Semenyo and bring a backup striker for Vic Gyökeres, because it's all right now, but I'm telling you now, if Vic Gyökeres gets injured, we are going to be saying the same what we've been saying for 3 seasons. Well, we don't have a striker at this football club. What can start now? On match day, we can't say we've got a striker. What can start? And we definitely don't have a backup on the bench. And we can't be doing that, people. Like Man City's got Haaland, who, by the way, he could win this league for Man City alone because he is that freaking good, let me tell you. He is incredible. He can score with any part of his foot, header, volley, free kick, penalty, anything. But they've still got Marmoush to come back. They've still got Cherky to come back. That's a 2 attacking players. And Marmoush, since signing from Frankfurt in January, scored like 8 goals. What if, which he's missed obviously some of the season already, but what if he comes back in, and I think he might be ready by November. I'm not, I can't remember. I think that's Cherky's time, November, or it could be earlier. But what if Marmoush gets like an extra 3 months of the season this time, and he comes in and bangs 12 goals, and Ireland don't stop scoring, so they're going to be okay. And if they need to sign someone in January, they freaking will. But this is where I worry with Arsenal Football Club again, relating to that. Putting all the focus on making the Emirates bigger, which is great to hear. Of course, we want to make it bigger. It's going to look a bit different. It's exciting a little bit, but I don't care. I would move back to hybrid tomorrow with 38,000, 38,500, etc., to win trophies. And that should be the only thing this football club are focusing on right now, and putting all, the emphasis on that. Let's start winning trophies. Let's start getting back out there and being on the map and saying we are the Premier League champions. We've won the Champions League. Because right now, we are a few months away, slash May, by potentially being absolutely laughed at all over the world that, oh God, Arsenal, 1 billion spent, and they still can't win a Premier League title or a Champions League. Mikel Arteta, we can give him 1 billion, 6 years, 6 years into his managerial career at Arsenal, and he's won 1 FA Cup. Fucking hell. Hansi Flick turns up Barcelona's first season, wins a treble, and nearly wins, a quadruple with Barcelona if they'd have won Champions League nearly, with a young squad, injured squad. Conte turns up at Napoli first season. So I have my doubts, man, because I just think, going back to that, like, I don't. We've had a good window. It's a 7 out of 10. We should have sold players, but we're rubbish. We are the worst big club at selling players. So I'm hoping Andre Berta changes that, because Andre Berta's worked magic for Arsenal up to yet. Not done everything right, but he's not had much time, but he's done so many good things for this club already. And I really hope he's going to continue. I don't want him to become a yes man and a puppet. I want him to continue being Andre Berta himself, where it's no nonsense. I'm not here for mates. I'm here to do my thing, and I know how good I am. I'm very well respected as a sporting director of the world. Obviously, Louis Campos, same. Monchi, who by the way has just left Aston Villa, the Sevilla legend of La Liga, which I wanted before Edu, and obviously it didn't work. So I looked at it and I just think, like, we've had a good window, but I feel if we get an injury to Vic Gyökeres in January, that's okay. Kai Havertz can play up front. And I just feel Arsenal Football Club are not even, they've not got like the taste of that. with the current players, with Mikel Arteta, they've not got the taste of winning a Premier League title, knowing that if Vic Gyökeres gets injured and, you know, it's tough, you've got to go and sign another striker. I don't trust my club to keep doing these things where, right, Declan Rice gets injured, is out for 6 months for the rest of the season. We need another midfield. Nah, it'll be all right. Mikel Moreno can jump in, or Norgard can step. And this is where it comes back to I don't care about making this stadium bigger. Get trophies won. Let's get us on the map. Let's show that Arsenal Football Club what we've been building. We've now brought it to fruition and we're winning trophies. You know, we are the Arsenal who everyone says, fucking hell. They've got a beautiful stadium. It is 60,000 capacity. They're looking to expand it maybe in 2 years' time, but they've won the Premier League this season or they've won the Champions League this season. I want to be known now as they are the Champions League winners. They're the Premier League winners. The time is it's coming to an end, people. It's amazing at moments seeing our defence. You know, we've got fantastic players at this team. Arteta, yes, he has brought some players in. I get that, and I'll put my hands up and say he has built us a great squad at the moment. It's not all on him. It's not. Andre Burt has come in, and I do believe he was responsible for pushing Eze at the last minute, getting Victor Gyökeres and signing Mosquera. Or Zubamendi was already kind of done. Um, but the time's now, and I tell you something now, and people can keep lapping this up and masking over things and say, "Oh, it's all rosy, it's always perfect." They, they, I've said this last season. There's big problems coming to Arsenal if they don't win the Premier League title and the Champions League. Because I'm telling you now, Arsenal's not the most special football club in the world. No other football club can be special. If you don't start winning trophies, football players do not care no more. They will leave your club. Bukayo Saka, I everybody knows this, and everyone with a brain cell is one of the best right wingers on his day. On his day, not consistently, but on his day in the world of football. But if you don't start winning trophies, he's going to think, well, I play for Arsenal, but I don't win anything at the end of the season. I don't reach Wembley. I don't play at Wembley. I've go on international duty and I'm hearing Foden, John Stones, Bellingham. Oh, bro, it's brilliant winning Champions League. The feeling, the excitement on the day, getting to that final, absolutely, and actually lifting the trophy on the day. Oh, it's brilliant winning a Premier League from Foden, John Stones. Do you think Saka's going to want to keep hearing that? And all he can say is, well, won one FA Cup, Mikel Arteta. I don't play at Wembley no more. I don't reach any far. Do you think Saka's going to want to keep doing that for Arsenal Football Club? Absolutely no chance. And it's same with Saliba, with Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Mbappe, and they're talking about what it's like to win at Real Madrid, to win the La Liga, Copa del Rey, and World Cup finals and stuff. Saliba's these football players, I'm telling you now, want to win trophies. So this is what I keep saying when you hear about, oh, we're going to move. Sorry, I keep saying move. I do apologise. We're going to make the Emirates bigger. It sounds good. It's exciting to see what it'd be like. More fans. Obviously, that's going to bring more money for the Kroenkes, so of course they're going to love it. But we want trophies. Why are we trying to? Oh, let's try that. Let's find that solution. Let's make the Emirates bigger. Oh, I don't know, pickpocketers. You know, let's play the Anfield anthem. Will never walk alone in training sessions. See if that'll work. See if these players will play better with that. Let's do um, a scenario where they sit on different tables. Let's do pickpocketers, light bulbs. How about Arteta on the playing side of it? Start playing a plan B. Then you'll see this Arsenal team playing even better. When these games, what's cost us so much with you being as a manager, where you haven't changed it and you've done nothing, and you've stuck that 4-3-3. How about that? How about instead of making the Emirates bigger, how about putting us on the map and saying we are the Premier League champions, we've won the Champions League, and we're winning trophies every season and reaching finals. Ideally, hopefully, you want to win them and all, but we know that's not sustainable. You can't win every trophy. No one will win quadruple. I just don't ever see that. And then start making Emirates bigger. Why are we trying to do things? Let's make the fans all giddy and happy. But obviously, the Harry Simeus, Roy Talks, BS, Tom Canton, Igal, Egan, all Money Penny, all these obsessed Arteta fans what are just literally suck arses to Arsenal Football Club and Arteta himself. Instead of making all these people happy and giddy, how about start winning trophies, Arsenal? How about doing what is needed and what is the most important thing in any sport you take part in? Winning trophies. Why do we need to make this bigger yet? We've got 60,000. Some teams would love, absolutely love to have that. Like FK says, yes, move with the times. Of course you do. But right now, I think the most important thing is getting over the line and winning the Premier League title and the Champions League. The Emirates can happen. It might happen in 2 years. That's when the plan might happen when it's allowed to go ahead. But the most important thing should be focusing on the pitch and winning the Premier League. Because, like I said, if we don't win anything this season, or if we don't win a Premier League title or Champions League, that's it. That's it. That's where things will start capitulating. Big players will be like, "I'm better than this. I don't want to keep going through through my career year after year with Arsenal and hoping and thinking, nothing didn't happen. Not good enough. We're not winning. No, I want to win trophies. Individually, personally, I need to start winning trophies. But with Arsenal, I'm not winning anything. So I think this season is absolutely crucial. And I'm telling you now, and I've said it before, people in chat will agree. If we don't win it, this club is going to be heckled, and we are going to be peppered daily with banter. We are going to make ourselves look absolute laughing stocks because of all these pricks. What we've got: Harry Simeo, Roy Talks, BS, Tom Canton, Igal, everywhere, Egan, Adam Keys, always, oh, we're back. We are the Arsenal. Everybody wants to sign for us. Shut the fuck up, because that's not true. Because some teams, some players will be like, well, Arsenal, a decent team in England, it's London, it's a great stadium, but I want to win trophies. I'm staying at my club. I'm staying at my club. And I just think this season, if we don't win that Premier League or Champions League, get ready. Get ready for big players just saying, I'm done. I'm done with Arsenal. I want to win trophies. I can't wait for this club no more. All they're bothered about now is putting the focus on making the Emirates bigger. And we've won nothing again. Because the Cronkies will love it. Imagine what it's going to do for them to get, let's just say, 13,000 fans more. They're going to love it. Absolutely freaking love it. So, on that, people, I don't care about making this stadium big. All I want to see now is winning trophies. Is that too much for me to ask? 21 years to not see my team, or sport 31, 34 years to win a Premier League title. That's what I want to see. That's what we were told when we moved to the Emirates in '06. We're going to compete with all the top teams, all the elite clubs in world football on the pitch and off the pitch. Is that too much to ask that us in the chat want to see the Premier League title being lifted at the Emirates? But instead, we're going to make it even bigger. It's like we're trying to run before we can walk. Oh yeah, we can't find a way. I'll tell you what, we'll bring RAF pilots in. You know, we'll make players sit on different tables. Just fuck off and do a plan B. Play a plan B. You know, make the Emirates bigger. It's okay as it is. Or if you're going ahead with it in 2 years, do it. But focus on winning trophies. Let's get the most important thing, what belongs to Arsenal Football Club, and that is winning trophies. We need to start winning trophies, or we are going to just be classed as Arsenal's just a decent team, but they're a nearly side. They're a nearly team. They're just a nearly team. And that's what we're going to be classed as. And that's what we are now. Arsenal are a nearly team at the moment. And no one can say any different because there's no Wembley under Arteta. There's no final reached under Arteta. This is currently, by the way, and I keep saying, I must say it 20 times in the stream, and we're not winning any single trophy with Mikel Arteta. I want to read everybody's comments out, people, and I might wrap this up in 10 minutes. Everybody, thank you as well so much for joining the chat. It's been a great chat, great comments, different conversations. Please do smash the likes and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Let's see where. Excuse me. Can we just please AJ Drew? AJ, I rate Giroud. He would have won us the league in these years. Gabriel Jesus and 29, absolutely. Yeah, Giroud, and he's absolutely levels above um, Kai Havertz. Not even comparison. Absolute levels above him. AJ, how on earth is Kai and Gabriel Jesus taking 5-4-5 a week out of Arsenal football? Out of our club? I know that's what I'm saying, AJ. They are. It's crazy, man. AJ, I know this factually true. Victor Gyökeres wanted the 9, so he asked Gabriel Jesus for it. He told him to fuck off. So then Victor Gyökeres said, "Fine, I will take the pressure and honor of the number 14." I just hope I really hope it really happens, Victor. I really do. I blame 80% of it. I just say it's to do with Arteta, but like that game, I think it was against Olympiacos. He took it past his man, and it did in Premier League in Sporting Lisbon. He would have put that ball in back at net, smushed it back, and he hit it over quite a bit as well. Good 582. AJ, I agree. Unfortunately, we need Jesus to go, and Havertz just ain't good enough. If he was any good, Chelsea would never have sold him. Absolutely. You have a conversation with Chelsea fans and say, "Do you regret selling Kai Havertz?" They'd have been like, "Not one bit." AJ, if we are talking about Saudi trade, Gabriel Jesus plus money for Ivan Toney. Great point. That's it. Absolutely great point, that AJ. AJ, you're going to fly 52 facts trade 29 plus money for Mateta. Going to fly 52. Good shout, AJ. But if it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. No, they won't. AJ, you're going to fly 52. We did it. We did it before. Hopefully, Berta changes that. Absolutely, he's got. Hopefully, he does. Going to fly 52. AJ, I hope so, mate. Log FC. Boxer describes the player describes the playing style of a central midfielder who covers the entire pitch, constantly running between the opponent's penalty area, the box, and their own penalty area. AJ, Logic FC for the third time. Who do you even support? Yeah, we don't even know you support, man. Gonna fly for 82. Well, I don't think Rice is a box to box midfielder. Like, no. Logic FC, I support football. Gonna fly for 82. That's just not even a who do you support? We're asking a team. Who do you support? Saying football is like something a child would say. Oh, I support the legs because they support me. I'm going to fly for 82. He don't score or assist for that playing style. Absolutely. Logic FC, I know a 10 does that. A 10 is your creative spark, your orchestra, someone who, drives defenders mad, causes havoc. Like Eze receives the ball with his back to goal, touches it on his left, touches it on his right, can feint a shoulder, go to his left, go to his right, just by even not even touching ball with like a faint body position. Someone who's got that intensity, urgency. That's a number 10. Like Eze, who is one of the best number 10s in Europe. But when you've got a stubborn, smug prick like Mikel Arteta, he wants him as left wing. Um, where are we? AJ FC, so you don't have a football club. I honestly don't believe that. Going to fly 32 and our 10 is Odegaard, for fuck's sake. I can't even call Martin Odegaard a 10. The weakest captain in football I have ever seen. FC, I know that is different convo. Gonna fly 52. I know, mate. It's all good. Logic FC, Eze in 10, maybe. Not maybe. Eze does belong in a 10. Gonna fly 52. 100% Eze should be in the 10. AJ Eze is definitely a number 10. Absolutely. There's no maybe about it. Eze is a number 10. 100%. AJ Eze is definitely a 10. AJ, get Odegaard out my club. Norwegian trash, absolutely. Nugget FC, what is your views on Saliba and his new contract? Just to protect the value of the club, logic. He's my favourite player, as everybody knows. I watched him when he went straight back on loan to Saint Etienne, then he went to Nice, and then he finished at Marseille. I watched every single game he played for Marseille, majority at Nice and some for Saint Etienne. But I did watch all his games for Marseille, and everybody knows in my chat I used to watch football all over the world. I used to watch Servette in the Swiss league, Malmo in the Swedish league. And Saliba is my favourite player, as everybody knows. And it's just to protect the value of the club. But you'll get people all gassed up, all excited. Oh, yes, Saliba's going to be here for 5 years. Oh, he's staying. Look, he believes he believes in Mikel Arteta's project. Shut up, you absolutely wet wipes. Stop. Look at the bigger picture. the ifs, the buts. The different scenarios, the unexpected, the good, the bad, the sad, the happy. Always look at those things. Saliba's staying at the moment because if he'd have left and wanted to go next summer, yeah, he would have had 1 year left on his contract. So currently now, William Saliba is worth about 100 million. He would have gone for about 50 million at the most. Now, if we don't win the Premier League or don't win the Champions League, which I still don't think we will, Saliba can turn around and say, I want to leave. I'm going to Real Madrid. Florentino Perez is a massive fan of me. He wants to sign me. They've got money. He's going to push for me. And they're willing to pay at least 90 million. Arsenal can say 110 million or whatever. They're in the ball is in Arsenal's court now. They've got the power. It's to protect his value. That's all. Again, but just so many fans. He's staying now. He's going to be here for 5 years. Shut up, you idiots, and get with it and start thinking it's to protect the value because Arsenal are shitting it that Real Madrid are lurking and ready to pounce. They might not now, but I don't think they will go away, and I think they will push again. And if Saliba doesn't win a Premier League with Arsenal this season and the Champions League, which I don't think they will, he will, sorry, then Saliba's going to turn around and say to Arsenal, I want out. I want to win trophies and I want to sign for Real Madrid. Then there's a problem because he will not want to play for this football club. But Arsenal can turn around and say, okay, we'll sell you, but we want 100 million for you. So that's where it comes. Now, if it had said that and it happens this season and then it went into the summer, like I've just said, it means his contract would have had 1 year left and Arsenal would have been like, shit, we can only get 50 million for him because he's got 1 year left on his contract. But now his contract is currently going to be till 2030. Um, Going to fly it too. Arteta manages the team like a youth team. He's a prat. He's a stubborn, smug prick. That's what Mikel Arteta is. AJ Logic FC, good for the club. Simple as that. Absolutely, Logic FC, but he has no ambition on winning trophies with the manager. Logic FC, if he doesn't, why should the manager? I'm going to fly 52 personally. I think they were desperate for Saliba to sign him. Yep, because the club knows if Real Madrid come for him, he will leave. Absolutely. But to making smart moves to get big money for him if they do. 100% going to fly 52. They should hold off with the new stadium. We didn't do so well when we had to play there last time. It will set us back again. That's what I'm saying. I agree, man. 100% going to fly. It will. AJ, once them extra 15,000 seats are in, won't be real Arsenal fan in them. No, it'll be all these puppets. Sahal G. Sahal, good to see you in the chat. New to the chat. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, people. It's let me just see where we're at. Just give me a second. Um, I might do people. What we're on now, 202. Might do 20 more minute. 20 more minute. So yeah, that's the thing. I just don't want to move. Oh my God, what a twat. I keep saying move. I don't want to expand the Emirates if that's what they're looking at to do very soon. I mean, it could be 2 year. It could be 2 year. But all I want to think about now is us winning the Premier League or the Champions League because that is what's got to happen with this. There's no more excuses left. You can hear it, with the pundits, the commentators, fans from other clubs. They're ready to batter Arsenal, batter them on social media, on Twitter, etc. If we don't win anything, they're ready. You can see it. And an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup is a double in a way, but it's not acceptable. It's not good enough. But I bet you now, all these obsessed Arteta. Oh yeah, we've won FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Super Mikel Arteta's won double. Shut up, because it will be embarrassing if he still cannot get over the line and win us a Premier League title and a Champions League with approaching 6 years and 1 billion spent. And you know what? That fucking prick, Egan, has already mentioned it and brought a new excuse into it. He said Antonio Semenyo is the final piece for Arsenal. Well, Victor Gyökeres was the final piece. Do you know what I mean? These people are a disgrace. What have followed, not fans, what have leached on and followed Arsenal Football Club just to get them where they want to be, commentating on Arsenal, match interviews with Arsenal, on TalkSport, Sky TV. They're absolutely bastards and they've brainwashed thousands and thousands of people. And they've got that many puppets what believe anything they say. What the hell is he on about? Final piece, Semenyo. When's this going to end, people? Oh, it's another excuse. We ain't got the final piece, so we can't win League or Champions League. Well, we've got Victor Gyökeres, but that'll final piece. Yeah, that'll meant to be final piece. Fuck off, you lying absolute pricks. These do not deserve to be a part of Arsenal football. They do not. They take the piss every single day just to boost their social media by lying, factually lying, and making bullshit up all the time. That's all they are doing. Gonna fly it too. Apparently, they are looking to expand in 27, 28. Oh, well, I want to see what we're in now, 25. I want to see a Premier League title by then. I want to see another FA Cup by then. I want to see our first, what is you call it, Carabao Cup, now as it's called. Slash used to be Coca-Cola Cup, Worthington Cup, Carling Cup. And I want to see the Champions League. So by 2028, I demand Arsenal Football Club to have won a Premier League title, a Carabao Cup, Champions League, and an FA Cup. I want that by 2028. Oh, you can't say that. You're putting too much pressure on Arsenal to do this. We're overachieving, like Martin Keown says. Fuck off. Absolute lying, brainwashed pricks. I mean, I never thought I would say that about Martin Keown, but he has become an absolute twat and a half. And Theo Walcott's going to be the next one. He's already been suckered into it. He's already become a puppet. He really has. I'm I can't believe I seen Martin Keown. Well, I can believe it actually now for what he's been saying, but I can't understand how he can be an ex-invincible, a no-nonsense, rugged, full of grit, warrior as an Arsenal player and turns such a soft puppet because he's on payroll. It's as simple as that. He's getting a nice little wage from Arsenal Football Club and telling everybody on TalkSport, well, they're overachieving. Arsenal's overachieving. Are you serious? We're overachieving what? Oh, we're top at league, Martin. By another international break. Oh, we're top at league. You absolute idiot. And of all players, I'm so shocked at Martin Keown because how he was as a player for us. AJ trades Gabriel Martinelli for Semenyo. Well, I mean, I don't know if Bournemouth would take Semenyo. Sorry, Martinelli, AJ. I don't know about that. Maybe they would. Maybe they would. But I know Martinelli won't go there. Gunner for life, 82. They I never. They're never final piece. If you want to compete, you have to always improve every year. 100% Gunner for life, 82. Absolutely. And this is why I say we better win this Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup before this stadium goes ahead. And I'm demanding that. I'm telling you now, people. I'm not. People. Oh, as soon as you put pressure on, we've got to win this. I want a Premier League title and Carabao Cup this season. And people say, "Oh, you can't say that. We've got to win Premier League." I want a Premier League title and a Carabao Cup this season, or a Champions League and a Carabao Cup. I'd love an FA Cup. I'd love to win all four. Not going to happen. I don't think we'll even win a Premier League or Champions League. I really don't. I'm very confident we won't. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I want a Carabao Cup. I want to make sure by February, March, which it takes place. Sometimes it changes a few days here or there every season. I want to win by February, March, our first cup being the Carabao Cup, and then going on and winning the Premier League or the Champions League. Now, if we just win the Premier League or the Champions League, yes, obviously we're going to love that. It's going to be really good. But I'm even putting the pressure on and saying, go and win the Carabao Cup first, and then go and win the Premier League or the Champions League. But if we just win an FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, I'll enjoy it. I'll see us winning trophies at Wembley. I'll really love it. It'll be great to see. but it's not acceptable. It just proves yet again he's failed us, and this prick, stubborn, smug prick, Mikel Arteta, cannot even get over the line with spending 1 billion and having all his players. He still can't get over the line. Now, if we win, um, let's say, just a Premier League or Champions League, then that's good. Of course, he's got over the line with the on the big stages, and I really like that. Still want him gone. Still sack him. I'd still sack him straight after. I really would, because I don't like him. I don't like him as a person. He cost us a league title when he said, "Don't you be satisfied with second, etc." And then that summer window, everybody thinks, "Oh, here comes a striker." Definitely now, and here comes a backup for Saka, and he goes and signs Moreno and Calafiore, a left back and centre midfielder, and you think, why would you just stand there in front of all the Emirates Stadium? Sorry, all the Emirates. Sorry, why would you stand there at the Emirates in front of all the fans when we played the final game against Everton, which we just won, by the way, very close, with Kai Havertz obviously getting that goal and half from VAR, and Man City beating West Ham on the day, and we lost the league title, which we know. And you think, okay, finish second, we've messed it up, and say, don't you be satisfied with second. We want much more, and we're going to get it. And then the obvious thing, what everybody thought from that part when he mentioned it, oh shit, he's angry. Arsenal's angry. The board are going to go for it. They're going to be ruthless in the summer window. They're definitely going to get a great striker. They're going to go out and sign a brilliant striker. Arsenal's going to win the league, and they're going to sign a backup for Saka. And he didn't do anything in those two positions. So I'll never. He cost us that league title. He cost, and then starts the season with a short squad, and then we get shitloads of injuries in January, and still didn't do anything. If we'd have got even Asensio from PSG on loan, we could have won that FA Cup against Manchester United at Emirates. They beat us, people, with 10 men for 57 fucking minutes. I know it were on penalties, but we couldn't even finish them off. And they had 10 men for 57 minutes, and we still couldn't do it because we had no attacking prowess. If we'd have signed Kolo Muani, on loan, it would have been a different kind of scenario. We would have probably won the FA Cup, but he chose to do nothing, even in January. So he's cost us. He's cost us big time. And now, to me, I am demanding, like everybody else, a Premier League title, a Champions League. But I want, and we should be doing this, a Carabao Cup to set the tone, get things, moving, get the confidence of the players thinking we've just won a Carabao Cup in February and March, and we want that league title now. We want that Champions League. So I want Arsenal. I want Arsenal to win a Carabao Cup and a Premier League and a Champions League. Obviously, all four ideally, but I want a Premier League and a Carabao Cup, or a Champions League and a Carabao Cup. An FA Cup and a Carabao Cup is just not acceptable. It's just not good enough. Yeah, you see it, we win a trophy. It's good to see, but it ain't acceptable. It's not good enough. But you know what? All these obsessed puppets, all these obsessed fans, what, just love and do and big up everything he says, does, and wants. Wow, Arsenal's won double. Oh, that's what you'll hear. You'll see it on social media now. Um, Retweet this if you can say your team just won a double. They're an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment, and childish as it gets. Some of these fans of Arsenal Football Club, in fact, can't call them fans, followers. They're an embarrassment, and they're very, very childish. Like Rory talks BS, calling it finishers because Mikel Arteta says it. Imagine being that much of a wet wipe and following and repeating everything another man says, like you're obsessed with him. You can't get enough of him. You want to hear him talk. You want to watch him. You get giddy when he's on TV. Imagine that. Honestly, I swear to God, some of these people what have leached onto Arsenal Football Club are the worst fans, I can't even, worst followers of a football club in world football. They're an embarrassment to our club. Some of the things we say, and we've seen it factually correct. When Moneypenny, the little prick, goes live on TV on Sky TV, and after getting asked questions, okay, let other people who support different clubs finish it for you because you just wank and you're rubbish. And All his excuses. "Well, I was only young." Shut the fuck up. You just never been bothered to do history about our club, my club, people in the chats club, because you don't care about Arsenal Football Club like we do. You're just one of those what have brainwashed thousands, talk bullshit every day, and lie on social media. The first thing what you put, oh, it's built traction. Perfect. I can say anything I want now. And all my little puppets, what I've brainwashed, will just like it, follow it, subscribe. Other day, I think it said something about send your questions into one of his latest YouTube videos. You just think, how fucking dare you about send your questions in? Okay, then. Do you know David Dean, Moneypenny? Do you know Lady Universal Smith? Do you know Keith Alderman? Do you know Ken Fryer is? Do you know Danny Fritzman is? You know, do you know Peter Ilwood? All of these people got all these followers and subscribers. I feel sorry for the people, what they've brainwashed. They're puppets. And I just think, imagine being a puppet to people like someone like Moneypenny, what's not got a clue about the team he apparently says he follows and is a fan. AJ Trigg, oh, I've seen that one. No, final piece of it now. Going for life 82. I'm going to wrap this up, people, in about 1 minute. Facts, Rich, we have waited long enough. They need to do their jobs or get the fuck out. 100% going to life. Absolutely, brother. I'm going to fly for 82. Don't accept second guys. He said it, so now we have to hold him. Absolutely. Yep. We didn't make it up, like you say, going to fly. We did not make it up. He mentioned it. Don't you be satisfied with second because we're not, and we want much more. I didn't make it up. AJ didn't. Going for life didn't. People in my chat, we did not make it up. Mikel Arteta was the one who said it in front of the Emirates crowd. Final game of season against Everton. AJ, he will throw the League Cup and FA Cup in the bin again. So I mean, AJ, imagine going out to Brighton. Imagine already thinking, oh, that's one trophy done. AJ, I've been told I deserve cancer because of my opinion on. Yeah, well, if that were to do a well beast, he deserves to be. He deserves to be. What a prick, fucking arsehole. Going for life 82. I agree, Rich. They are proper cringy. AJ, I'm under 30. Still know who Alan Sunderland and Liam Brady are. Yep, absolutely, AJ. 100%. Going for 582. AJ, don't listen to those pricks and keep saying what you believe in. 100%. Everybody, thank you very much for joining the chat tonight. It's been a great chat. 3 hours gone. Wow. Some couple of new people. And some great conversations. Um, everybody, please do take care. And this stubborn smug prick, get out / Mikel Arteta of Arsenal Football Club. And let me tell you this, it's not fucking Arsenal football business. It is Arsenal Football Club. Anyone what comes in my chat and says it's a business now, you don't even deserve to be talking about Arsenal Football Club. It is a club, not a business. That's what they want it to be. It is a club, and that's why it's called Arsenal Football Club. Good life. Thanks for your time, Rich, and all the community. Yep, everybody, thank you very much for joining the chat. Great chat, people. Please take care. Good life at two facts. AJ, big up yourself. AJ, thank you for your time, Rich. Welcome, guys. I'll do a few more lives this week, people. I'm off for a few days. So, yeah, everybody, bless up and take care. And please do smash the likes and subscribe if you haven't. Let's end with it's all about trophies. This is what Arsenal Football Club need to do. No more messing around, no more mistakes, no trying to find a different solution. We must win trophies now. And the time is now. Because if we don't, get ready for the big players to walk. And I don't care if Saliba signed a contract for 10 years, 10 hours ago. He will leave this club if he does not start winning trophies. Declan Rice will leave. Saka will leave. They are brilliant footballers. We've got a great squad, but the time is now. Win trophies or get ready for big, big problems at this club. It looks all right now. It looks all rosy. But if we don't win anything this season, or if we don't win the Premier League or Champions League, there's big problems coming, and that means players leaving, and we'll have to start all over a fucking again. Everybody, take care. Oh, I have to finish on it, even though I say it a million times a stream. Currently, with Mikel Arteta, the stubborn smug prick, there are three things what are factually correct, and nobody can say any different. We don't play at Wembley no more. We don't reach any single final currently with Mikel Arteta, and currently with Mikel Arteta, we're not winning any single trophies. No Wembley, no finals, no trophies, and that is factually happening currently with Mikel Arteta. Take care, everybody. Big up.